What's going on, my perfect painter people? Welcome to another Tuesday painting stream. Rufus, you talking shit on my my perfect looping GIF? How dare you? What up, the Dark Knight Prinny? Miscast terrain in the chat. Hold on, we gotta drop these lights down.
That's in frame.
That's okay. All right, now the camera will be nicely exposed. Wowie! Tom Climbs with the Prime sub. And also Xander with the sub. Thank you guys. What is the name of Dracula's vegan brother? Count Rucola. Nice. Lift that apron up, baby? Okay. You need to at least sub 80 more times before I start doing things like that. All right, we're gonna paint Neferata today, or at least a portion of Neferata today. We had started her some time ago. And then there was a stream where we made some progress on her, and then it kind of went away, and now we're back. I have decided that she is definitely going to be in my 2K point list, and so I want to actually go through and paint her on stream.
What made you decide that, Scott?
Like the last couple times I used the model. Jimmy the Brush with 5 gifted subs. Thank you, sir. And also, Thespian of Plastic. Thank you for the sub. But yeah, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it so much, Jimmy. I need a cup of water. And I need to figure out what I'm painting. Or what part of the model I'm painting.
We also had Love Wookie resubscribing with Prime and Tom Climbs resubscribing with Prime.
Thank you, Wookie. Hey, we got Tom in the free stream. I'm gonna drink a Diet Duke because there's nothing else.
Mr. Funkadizzle just resubscribed with Prime 8 months. And Nano DSC. All right, let's get this giveaway going.
All right, so we're
almost there.
We did almost hit a giveaway last time, and so this time we are hitting it, most undoubtedly. We're giving away Alice. This is a beautiful bust from Neko Galaxy, the sponsor of one of my recent figures. Mycelium Veins asks, in your last video about 4 games you're hyped about, what was your shirt? It looked like it was a play on the Deathman logo. It is. It was a Death logo reference, but the shirt said pizza, and it's from this pizza joint in Portland, Oregon, and it's Sizzle Pie is the name of the pizza place. I've never actually eaten there, but I had to have that shirt, so I bought it. All right, we need some poster tack for Neferata. Austin Ozzy with the gifted sub, thank you. All right, we're just doing a bunch of vampire puns in the chat now. I mean, I can't read these because there's a very high chance that I am not going to get them immediately and then everyone's gonna laugh at me. What up, Broadsword Wargaming? How you doing, Ollie? All right, we need a piece of cork. And then we're gonna pop Neferata off of her mount. Yeah, what Evan was alluding to is that Neferata performed well in my most recent game, which you can watch on the VOD channel, Miniac's backlog, which is why I've decided to not keep her in my main list. But also, she's just bae. She's the best vampire in all of Warhammer lore. Or maybe Aberash. One of those two are the best vampires in vampire lore. Warhammer lore. As this model is an old one, if you was to remodel Neferata, how would you do it? On horse, foot, or otherwise? Ooh, that's a fun kind of thought experiment. Ampersand Monkey, also with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Ampersand Monkey. God damn, lots of gifted subs coming through today. Alamo6, greetings from Southern Texas.
We might hit 2 giveaways today.
We might. All right. I think last time I painted this, we just wanted to have it nicely tacked.
I'm setting up the giveaway right now, by the way.
All right. Give Evan some time, and then we'll announce you when we'll announce it when we have to type in the giveaway term. So toss me on the paint can there, Evan. All right. So let's get a nice little autofocus. Very nice. Last time we were painting Neferata, I think we were sprucing up the red armor with just a little bit more contrast. And then from there, I don't know what our plan was. We could go in a couple of different directions. We could work on the skin. We could work on like her headpiece, like the bone on the headpiece and the weapon, the silvers and golds. Let's just, you know what? I think it's reasonable to finish all of the main body. Maybe not like the long skirty bits, but like I think it's reasonable to finish the skin, probably the face, and like her headpiece and her weapon here. I think that shouldn't be too challenging. Oh, to Malcolm, thank you for the sub. Is that Dr. Do open yet? Crack that sucker right into the mic. All right, time for the world's most satisfying sound effect. Is everyone ready to coom? Oh, god damn. Gets me every time. Miscast, gifting a sub to Ross Smith. Thank you, Miscast. You know, in the world of diet sodas, Diet Mountain Dew is pretty damn good. I think Diet Dr. Pepper is still better, but that is pretty dang close to normal Mountain Dew. Damn, now I gotta crack open a cold one. Bustin' makes me feel good. Oh, fuck yeah. There's a throwback. All right, let's just do the skin first because I know the process I wanna take for that. I don't have to think at all. How I painted my other Vampy Vamps was...
Stop talking so I can't tell you people to type exclamation mark moist in the chat to enter the giveaway.
Go for it, go for it.
If you're in a country that doesn't allow you to enter giveaways, don't do it. Otherwise, the only restriction is you got to be a follower of the channel so we can send you a message to collect your information. No other requirements or hoops to jump through. Just type exclamation mark moist in the chat for the giveaway. I'm going to set up our progress bar for the next one. We're already on our way to it. What are we going to give away? Another one of the Neko Galaxy figures?
Yeah, we could do that, or we could have the chat decide on what they want to.
Yeah, I'll set up a poll.
Do as a giveaway. I really like these Neko Galaxy figs a lot, but there are a couple options in here. Malifaux stuff, mystery boxes, laser cut MDF, all kinds of stuff.
Could just send a box full of trash.
Yeah, let's just do that. Guys, I can send you my resin shavings from my most recently cleaned models.
Resin shavings and used socks.
Rolls Royce, thank you for the sub in the chat. But yes, type exclamation mark moist to join the giveaway. Gotta be a follower of the channel. Okay, so normally I paint the model. Actually, you know what? I don't use bearing blue. I lied. I use deep blue for the shadow.
Deep blue.
Let me grab that real quick. Deep or abyssal blue. They're kind of interchangeable for this.
Deep.
Okay, so we start with deep blue, and then we will mix in sandalwood in stages to kind of get our skin tone. I like sandalwood a lot because it doesn't have a lot of orange in it, and so when mixing it with the blue, it doesn't like totally desaturate it. You kind of get this really interesting kind of like undead mid-tone color. And then I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if you guys remember when we used drop paint from Scale 75. There was this really lovely mint color, and this might be a little bit too minty. I'm pretty sure the actual color in the pot is what we're seeing down here, not up here. I want to mix that into my final highlights, just to kind of really give this like diseased, dead flesh look. But we'll see what that looks like. Nice. Scott may love vampires, but I think they're a real pain in the neck. That is. Wow. We'll use the resin shavings as toothpaste. Okay, Death Wish. Relax. All right, we're actually gonna zoom this out just a bit. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice focal range. All right, yeah. So does she stand up now? No, she doesn't. Okay, this is not an easy model to paint because of how the pose is done, but that's okay. We'll work through it. All right, I'm not actually gonna base coat with deep blue. That'd be way too dark of a color to kind of work up to, but I will use it to mix my initial skin tones. So let's get some on the palette. Riding side saddle like a lady, indeed. How you guys doing? Did you have a good weekend? What'd you guys do? Did you watch any movies? Play any games? I played the Dark Souls board game yesterday, which was largely okay. I heard a lot of bad shit about that game. I think the one issue is that
It wasn't fun.
I mean, yeah, ultimately it wasn't fun, but it wasn't fun because the game doesn't give you souls very quickly, which is like your currency for how to like upgrade your characters and thus get better gear. And so I think the intent is that you're supposed to grind the rooms repeatedly, which would be fine if the combat was entirely skill-based, but it's like it is in the main game. But it's not in this game. It's very dependent on if you can roll semi-well or like at curve. And if you don't, then you will die and you will lose the game because you aren't rolling well. And that just isn't a fun thing for a co-op game to feel like you can't really progress unless you like just roll well in combat. But everything else was mostly fun. I thought the boss fights were really fun. Played Magic the Gathering Commander all day Saturday. You 100% a Jedi Survivor? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I hear
Jedi
extra.
Survivor? That's the new Star Wars game.
There's a new one?
The new one, yeah. The sequel to the old new one.
Nice. Been painting Noel warband for Forbidden Psalm. Nice. I went and actually looked at, a couple people were leaving game recommendations on my most recent video. And so I was looking at the recs they had, and Forbidden Psalm was one of them, which is basically a miniature war game for the world of Morkabjorg. Is that right? Did I get that right? Dance recitals and soccer games. First Song of Ice and Fire tournament a couple weeks ago. Good luck. What you bringing? The Extra is bringing a new blood-flavored chewing gum to the market. Apparently vampires are an untapped market because they are rife with bat breath. Nice. There was multiple puns in there. I appreciate that. While the Dark Souls board game is not fun, definitely agree. The Bloodborne game is very fun. See, I played Bloodborne game and it wasn't that, like it wasn't bad in the same way that the Dark Souls board game was bad, but I didn't feel like it was like better in a unique enough way to like really stand out, like make me feel like, oh, I want to play this game more often. It was kind of just like whatever. ISIS Vanguard. 500 bits from OMFG Blondie. Hey Scott, I love the channel. One of my go-tos when working on my minis. I have a modest 4,300 Legion army, Legion of Blood, all unpainted. Your vamps are inspiration. I'm gonna go for a more red/desaturated cyan theme. Ooh. Also gotta rep my New Lamian steeds for my Blood Knights. Lore, ew. Oh no, I love lore. I'm all about lore. John's the lore hater, that's not me.
Ugh, lore. All right, I'm starting up a poll in the chat for the next giveaway. And I'm finally giving people something to spend their channel points on. If you got 10,000 channel points sitting around, you can vote twice. Wow.
Wow, channel points. Without lore, is there even a game? Probably, but it's more fun with lore. Eons is asking, in your recent video, you showed off Shatterpoint. Are there plans to cover that game? I'm trying to, I absolutely plan to cover that game. I'm trying to get AMG to sponsor an episode of Kill Your Friends for Shatterpoint, but if they don't do it, then we'll kind of like show off the game in our own way. But that game is definitely worth playing more. Like I am, no cap, really enjoyed that game. The man who reads religiously doesn't like lore. So odd. I don't know who you're talking about.
Talking about John.
Oh. Well, that's because he thinks all lore is just terrible writing. And yes, every 40K book you're thinking of right now, he hates. So don't even bother. I always forget that chat's like behind me by like 15 seconds. My brain moves on from every conversation in like a nanosecond. And I just forget everything that happened in the last 10 seconds.
I knew this would happen. Everyone's voting for the random Bago minis.
Random Bago.
Thinking that it means something like we just grab a bunch of minis. What it actually is there's a bag in here that has some minis in it. But I don't want to unwrap the minis because they're packed up nicely, and there's like 4 or 5 minis in it. Most of these things are relatively similar in size, scope, and value. This is not...
It's not like you're going to get like 10 display models.
We just send you the whole giveaway bucket. And speaking of giveaways, we got 10 minutes left on the giveaway that we're doing now for that Neko Galaxy Alice Cross figure. Exclamation mark moist in the chat if you'd like to enter. Don't enter if you're in a country that doesn't allow it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Mike Genie with the Family Guy Season 1 reference. I think that's Season 1.
I kind of agree with you, Eons of Battle. I think that a lot of 40k lore is pretty lame. Honestly, I think a lot of Black Library books are very dumb, but I really enjoy them. I kind of see them as like fantasy soap operas, and I'm totally fine with like admitting that I enjoy that. I fucking love it. I don't know why I love it. It's just maybe because I'm like I don't read a lot of books, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, illiterate. Just makes it easier to read. Does she have thigh highs that go all the way up to right there?
From a relatively outside perspective, 40k lore feels like
She does.
like a shonen anime where nothing ever really happens.
Yeah.
Like more and more characters are introduced just so nothing can happen and they can all fight more. But like there is no real arc.
I would say that to a very large extent, that is very true. It's like they create the setting for a bunch of low impact or no impact things to occur in. And then they just do a bunch of low impact things.
Yeah, and then they just have to, if they want someone to die and have it be impactful, they're like, well, we have to create a new character so we can kill them.
That, yeah.
Because we can't kill any of the characters that people know and love.
Or they have to get like express permission from GW to like do something that's like big and interesting. She does have thigh highs, and so I'm just going to paint all of these things as blue, and then we'll highlight up the thigh highs with a different color than skin tone so that they differentiate. But blue is a good enough color as any to start from for a shadow for those stockings. So we're rolling with it.
Nah, Mr. Funkadizzle, I completely disagree. WWE, stuff happens. Because wrestlers retire, people leave. Like, doesn't happen quickly, but like the arcs actually have definitive payoffs because they can't just have The Undertaker forever.
So the timelines in WWE are like the same timelines as like human life and like careers and shit.
Yeah, human careers and physical activities, but yeah. I mean, like,
people are invested in that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. But my point is just like there are ultimate realities about that form. It's like soap operas where things happen very slowly, but they do evolve over time as actors leave and join the show and stuff like that. But like 40K and stuff like that has even less happening than that because there isn't an actor. It's just a name of a character in a book. So they can just be like, we'll have this same Primarch forever showing up. We don't need to introduce an actual new character to... It's the same thing as comic book characters. Wolverine won't ever go away because it's just a concept. We'll just keep making Wolverine. It's fine.
I think I just need to hold the model. I don't think the plinth thing is helping me really at all.
Yesterday, my son asked me if vampires were real. I said no, unless you count Dracula.
I know it's the joke because you're saying Count Dracula, but I hope you actually said that because that would be awesome. No, unless you got the one under your bed.
Parenting advice with Scott.
I feel like I'd be a troll if I was an actual father.
Yeah.
It'd be too much fun to not be one. Only in the hearts of nerds everywhere. What Fang is giving, nice. There are certainly people who suck the energy out of a room. Yes, I think they're called the energy vampires, right? That's what they're called in what we do in the shadows, at least. I like to imagine most people who comment negative things on YouTube videos are those kinds of people. Psychic vampires. You would be a Calvin's dad then? I'm not sure. I don't read much Calvin and Hobbes.
Again, Scott can't read.
Yeah, this is very important to remember that. Definitely someone to make a diorama of what we do in the Shadows cast. The TV show or the movie? Someone asked me a question ago, because Neferata is an old model, if you wanted to see a new one, how would you change it up? And that person probably is gone by this point, but it's still an interesting question, and I want to try to answer it. You know what? I don't know if I'm really a fan of the model, like just in a vacuum, like the design of the model. I think, number one, I've never been a huge fan of the giant hats. I don't like giant hats. So I'd probably ditch that. I do like the other design elements, the tatters like on her forearms and like her side saddle pose and the general scalloped armor that like GW kind of was inspired from like French armor in like the 14th and 15th century. Like I like those design notes.
3 minutes left in the giveaway, by the way. Exclamation mark moist to enter. As long as you're not in a place that doesn't allow you to enter giveaways.
What would I want though? Maybe some kind of like cool transformative pose where she's like kind of leaping out from like a lower area, and like the lower half of her body is like smoke and bats, and the upper half is like actually real and not ephemeral, or ethereal, not ephemeral. That's the wrong word. Maybe something like that. It's a hard question though. Model design is no joke, guys. Like you have to think about a lot of different stuff. Posing, detail, the size of the model, how that impacts what you can include on the model. This is like a lot. There's a lot to think about. I think I messed up painting this, and there should be more of that neck piece that continues over the shoulder, but I can't see the detail really anymore.
Scott, what do you call a vampire with asthma?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Vlad the Inhaler. All right, next giveaway is going to be a random bag o' minis.
Very nice. We need 50 subs to get there, and we are well on our way.
Yeah, we're like 4 in, I think. 6 in? 6, 7 in.
6 in. The Super Gamer Boys, the Prime sub. Woohoo! Thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Seeing what they did with Marathi and her snake form would be cool. Would be good for her. Oh yeah, having 2 versions of the models. One where she's like an Omega Dragon Bat Lady, and then one where she is a normal vampire lady. That'd be cool, just because we'd get a Neferata model that would be like on foot, and it wouldn't feel like, you know, like a waste of an opportunity. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would like that. OMFG Blondie with the Prime sub. Thank you guys. She does seem a little more showy and pompous with all the swag. Maybe something a lot less detailed so you can actually see her. Yeah, her face is going to be pretty challenging to paint. I'm already kind of expecting that, just because of the way she holds her hand up and how it blocks a lot of the right side of her face. But we'll try to work around that as best as possible. It's challenging because there's like a lot of things written into like the lore of the game and the story of like the world that like dictates the design of the model. Like for instance, she's always going to have Akenseth and Aketmar, like her two weapons, and like one is a staff and one is a dagger, and so that kind of like determines what's going to be in her hands. And if she's got a staff on one side of her, then you're probably going to want some other design element on the other side of her to kind of like balance it out weight-wise. Like not literal weight-wise, but like visual weight-wise. So there are some things that are kind of already determined for us. Oh, that's cloth. I don't need to paint that blue. I think that's mostly it, though. I think also like the thing she rides on, which I always totally forget the name of it. Something with an M. It's not a Mortark. It's because she is a Mortark, but like the thing she ride on is different.
All right, time to pick a winner.
Time to pick a winner for Alice Cross, the bust from Nico Galaxy. I did it again.
Old Malcolm. Sign off in chat.
Ode to Malcolm. Grim the Brave, thank you for the sub. Lumineth are the kings of unnecessary hats. You know, for their entire life, high elves have always been the kings and queens of ridiculous fucking hats. 1, are you ever going to do another rate our work areas vid? Absolutely, yes, I will. 2, will you or have you done a step-by-step how to paint a space marine? Are you new here? 3, what about how to do a basic diorama? These are things I'm always interested in. One of the series that I built the backbone of my channel off of was called Heavy Metal Marines. That series just concluded, but it's 10 episodes of step-by-step instructions on how to paint what I believe to be 10 of the most popular chapters in 40K, other than Hawklords. That one is not a popular one. But otherwise, the rest are very popular. So that would be the series you want to check out. Heavy Metal Marines started back in 2016, just ended now in 2023. Ode to Malcolm is here. Or Ode Malcolm. Chaos Dwarves also got big hats as well. You are correct. How to do basic diorama. How to do a basic diorama? Yeah, I've never made a video like that. But that's totally a valid question, though, and would be a good topic to cover.
I mean, you kind of did with the ogres on the snow thing. Yeah,
there are a lot of models that have gotten diorama-esque bases to go along with them, which could be an answer to the question, but none that are just solely about making a diorama.
Odie Malcolm.
Good question though. I will say that I have a display model that is totally painted and not based yet. And what I wanted to do was make a video about how to base a display model and like make a cool display base for it. I didn't film any of the painting of that display model, but it would be a cool like foresty, swampy base.
All right. I got a message, Monsieur Malcolm here.
Grim the Brave, how's my day going? My day's going pretty good. I just came into the office and finished a video, so a new video is dropping on the channel tomorrow about the comic book paint job that I did on Pizza Boy from Mindwork Games. So that one's coming out, and then I think I have 2 more videos in May that's coming out, y'all. I have a video painting a model from the Apex Legends board game. I love Apex Legends so much. I'm painting Bangalore, if you know Apex Legends at all. And then I'm painting another display model, a vampire model from Chimera. And then there might even be a 3rd video. Alex from 52 Miniatures is coming over to visit, and we're shooting a narrative short in 2 or 3 days. That might not come out in May. We might just shoot it, and then I might have to get back to editing the other 2 videos. But yeah, there's a lot going on in May on the channel, just because April was such a shit month for me. H-Dub-Wub says, I'm actually painting a Mindwork Games model right now. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
All right, Malcolm. I messaged you your stuff. Please respond.
Fellow Swede, indeed. Thank you for the link to the VODs. Costellos gifted a sub to Aurelian. Thank you. Is Alex going to be on a live stream? No, he's gonna be in the video that we're making, and also in a podcast. I kind of gave him the option. I was like, you want to be in a podcast? You want to be in a live stream, like a gaming one or a painting one? And he seemed to prefer to be in a podcast, and that's kind of like all we have time for. It's only here for like 2 days, so I don't have a lot of opportunity to shoot our little narrative short. We've been writing it in the meantime. Okay, I am going to paint the stockings now, and I'm going to do that by mixing in this lovely pastel green color.
Zolteris wants to know, when you're not feeling it, how do you get yourself to paint? Maybe having a bad week, or not in the right headspace, lost your muse.
This is what I do. I don't do anything. I do a bunch of useless bullshit work that progresses me nowhere. And then I get to a certain point in my work week where I'm like, fuck, I have to do something. And then the mounting pressure of that forces me to do something, and then I do something. It's unhealthy, but it works. Like in April, I had a lot of bullshit happen. And then at some point I was like, I need to get work done. And for 7 days straight, I worked 18-hour work days. I had to reorganize my life to accommodate that for that work week. And then I finished a lot of shit. I finished a display model. I finished that video about painting about all those new games. And then I have another one that I'm working on right now. So got a lot done. But no, I don't have a good process for that, honestly.
If miniature painting isn't your job, I have a suggestion, because I am not a person that paints based off of having a muse ever, basically. The answer is a dedicated paint night.
Yes.
We host a paint night at the Source. I go every week. Doesn't matter if I want to paint or not. I go. I paint most of the time. Sometimes I end up assembling things and hating myself. But being there at, if you're getting together with friends, you're getting together with a group, it is paint night. Painting will happen. Doesn't matter. You want to go, you don't want to go, you go anyway. Obligating yourself into it sometimes is the way to bust through that. And yeah, once I start painting, I start having a good time and going, oh yeah, this is working. But sometimes it really requires being there.
Maybe I should do that. That is always a solid idea. Having some kind of planned, arranged date to do a thing is helpful. I saw I was able to finish painting my my kill team because I had an adult play date effectively to use the kill team by.
Particularly when you're obligating yourself with others, right? If you just say every Tuesday night I'm going to paint on my own, it's really easy to blow that off and be like, well, I'd rather play video games tonight or whatever. But if it's I have to go to the store because people expect me to be there. Right?
There you
completely changes things. I have to paint on stream on Tuesday, etc.
Are you saying that is a bad thing or a good thing?
I'm saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that's like how you obligate yourself into it, is you make it an actual obligation. Because I know when I say I'm going to do this thing, like my weekend plans, if it's for me, I blow them off like at least half the time. But if it's weekend plans with a person, I almost never blow them off. Yeah, my people need me.
What did Metal Nerd Brawny say?
Metal Nerd Brawny says, hey Scott, yesterday I asked Sam Lenz if he might paint one of the official licensed Iron Maiden Eddie miniatures, the Kickstarter. He had no time free to paint one of them, but would you do it sometime in the future? What's your favorite Iron Maiden cover art?
Trooper, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Trooper is the name of a song. It's not the name of the album, but the one with Trooper on it. Is he asking me if I would paint one for him, like as a commission?
I have no idea.
Just might paint one in general.
Yeah.
If I can be totally honest, probably not. I bought some 32 millimeter versions of those models, and I would rather paint a 32 mil one than I would a big display model. Like I definitely had an Iron Maiden phase in high school, but I'm not like super big on them anymore. And so I'm not sure if I'd be super keen on painting a big, intense display model for a subject matter that I'm not super keen on. Sorry to say that, but I would paint the smaller one, the 32 mil one. Eon says, in your workflow, do you schedule painting into your days alongside other tasks, or do you just paint until it's done? Jay, I mean, I don't know what kind of persona I give off here, but like I am barely treading water. Everything is redlining all the fucking time. And so like when I am painting, like I ignore everything that is not like an immediate like, I need to handle this right now.
Well, except chat. You don't ignore chat.
No. Or like,
that's why painting on stream goes so slow.
Yes. Yeah, it's like I will pay attention to my email, but I will only answer emails like from the sponsor for the video that I'm working on, or like the one that's coming up right after it. And then everything else is just painting. And then like if there's a fire somewhere else, like if my editor has a question or like Amber has a question about like fulfilling the Kickstarter campaign, like I will answer that. But otherwise I am painting the entire time.
Speaking of, we were talking about the Kickstarter recently. It sounds like we're actually closing in on maybe being in that phase where we're completing it.
Yes, so I have not posted an update yet, but Amber just packed up a pallet of shipping goods and sent that off to the US distributor, which was significant because she's never shipped anything on a pallet before. And so that was the first time for that. And everything went well. It got picked up today, and the guy didn't say there were any issues. I helped her wrap it in like saran wrap thing. And that's the last place that needs shipping materials. And otherwise, the caster sent out the models to the United States facility sometime in the last week. And so those are on their way too. And I think the rest of the models, which have been the hang up for like literally, I don't know, 6 months. Those are getting done for EU, Australia, and China in May. So we are very close. Ranger class is getting progressed. John's class is getting progressed. We gave the class to Ben to look at because he's the kind of person that would love to give feedback on the final product before like it goes out into the world. And boy, howdy, did he have lots of feedback. And so Alex is working through all of that now. He made it easy to follow, though. It's like in a nice Google spreadsheet. But yeah, everything is firing on all cylinders right now.
Was his feedback, why do I sound so bad?
No, he had lots of feedback. All kinds of different. Good to have friends like that. Yes, definitely. People who care. I think also he like sees the class as like, a product of him. And so like if he wants to make sure that like all of the things he was talking about in the video come across accurately, so that he can point people to this class like as an actual like video that he stands behind. Now we can start a second Kickstarter, right? Right? Never again. When I finish fulfilling this Kickstarter, I'm gonna make a video about what I learned from doing a Kickstarter campaign, and the resolution is going to be, I am never doing this again.
Second Kickstarter starts in 30 days.
I just can't. I can't control it. I can't control the process enough to feel comfortable with making promises to anyone. And if I can't make those promises and like semi-guarantee them, that haunts me. Like I don't want anyone's pity about this at all. I'm just telling you how it is. Like I make a promise to someone, and I think there's a chance that I have ADHD because a lot of things I'm about to describe right now, a lot of people with ADHD have these issues. I make a promise to someone that sometimes I know I can't even like accomplish, but I'm just so energized by the request that I do it. And then that promise stays with me for until I do it. And every day I see that person's name on the internet or I see them in person, I'm reminded of that thing and I feel like shit. And it happens all the fucking time. Like I shot video for someone's wedding 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe even longer, maybe even 5 years ago. And I just got around to editing it like a year later, like a year ago. Like, so 4 years after actually shooting it. And like, they were like my close friends. And it like was just killing me every time I saw them. So with Kickstarter, that's what you're doing. You know, you're making a promise to your backers that you're going to accomplish this. And from the moment that you get money until the thing is done, it is just weighing on my mind. And I can't take that. It's too much.
I do think that the more cynical approach to Kickstarter is the better one for creators, which is to have everything done except for the literal production run.
Well, guess what, my bro? That's what I did.
Theoretically.
No, not theoretically. That is what I did. The 32 mil model, the 75 mil model, the only thing that wasn't done was the masterclass courses. And I got advice from people who are like, yeah, you don't need to do the digital fulfillment, like to have the Kickstarter ready to go. Everything else was fucking done. The models and the case. I pushed print on production and then just sat around and waited. Yes, dude, 100%. That's how it feels. How I feel as an ADH adult-ish. Yeah. So what you're saying is I should keep asking about your class. You may keep asking about the class, but just know that I will never, ever forget about it until it is off my plate and gone. I will never stop dreaming about it, stop thinking about it. It won't ever go away. Yeah. Alex just off camera said same here because he is just working on them every day. Anyways, again, this can.
Which I'm gonna go back to it.
Yes, yeah, he's working on it right now. Again, I don't want this to seem like I'm complaining. I'm asking for any kind of like support or like any money or anything. I'm not. I like to tell people like what's going on in Miniac land. You know, and part of that is, you know, being honest about the experience.
However, we will ask you for money. Go ahead and get subscribed with Prime.
Scott, I had to tell you, but you're a maniac. It's a symptom of mania. Are they in the wild yet? Walter Hosking, no, they're not. I am not sending any models out to anyone without.
He means the Iron Maiden minis.
Oh, you know, I bought them a while ago. I bought them off of a pledge manager through CMON, and I haven't got them, but I think I bought them like a year ago or something, like a long time ago. Not that long ago, but yeah, I haven't gotten them yet. I'm excited to make the model. I did the printable version, and I'm too much of a coward to start it without the instruction. I mean, I can give you the script. The script's done. If you want to read it. That's not as exciting, though. I get it, though. You're not a coward, Rufus, but I get, like, you bought it, you were excited about wanting to use the video as a guide while painting the model. You want to wait for the fucking thing to come out. Like, I totally get that. Evan's being a dick. Maybe you didn't pay CMON enough. A shipping cost for a penny is about $50. Holy shit. Your transparency is awesome, to be honest. I mean, it's awesome insofar as that, yes, I'm transparent, but I wish my transparency made a goddamn difference about the state of the Kickstarter, but it fucking doesn't. So, you know, what can you do? Is it ramen time?
It is.
Finally, they're getting eaten.
Nudes time.
Nudes time, not nut time. You think you're being transparent, but we can see right through you. Wait, what?
Can't see right through you.
No, he says, but we can see right through you.
Yeah, well, they got it wrong.
Oh, okay. It makes a difference to sane consumers. Well, okay. Then I'll keep making excuses. I have no excuse for the courses not being done. That just, you know, it's hard to find time to edit stuff when you have to edit stuff for YouTube. Honestly, I should have just finished everything before launching the campaign. Like I did not need like the money at the time. Like it wasn't a huge like pain point for me. It was just about wanting to make the product. So I should have just waited. But I didn't. I wanted to launch it at a certain time, a year, and all this other bullshit. I read a book, whatever, dude, fuck it. Launch the campaign when you are ready to launch the campaign. Period. I actually want to add a little bit of white highlight to these stockings. I added some stripy textures down the side to imply like some kind of fabric.
Chat, this cup of noodles has been sitting here for like 3 weeks, and I'm finally eating it. It's going to be amazing.
Anyone vaguely familiar with KI should be aware that delays are just part of it. Yeah, maybe. I am familiar enough with the model making pipeline, and I have enough capital that I can just afford to make the whole damn thing and then sell it so it's just ready for you guys right away, like I did with the Duchess. And I'm just gonna do that from now on. Like I got so many fucking models I want to make in my head, and I'll just kind of walk through them slowly. Truth, I'm wanting a movie from 2018 and a board game from 2020, still getting regular updates on both.
Hey, at least it's not the crowbar hammer thing that Luke backed like 12 years ago. This is a LTT reference.
Oh, Luc Lafreniere?
Yeah. Supposedly they approached the owner of that Kickstarter to just buy it. Recently. Like they stopped talking about it because I think they're in talks to do that.
That's funny.
Mostly for the memes. Because, you know, if it was some Kickstarter that probably raised like 40 grand or something like that.
Just adding a bit more white to the tops of these stockings. This might be a little bit too bright of a highlight for a detail that's like so low on the model, but I don't know. Ooh yeah, squeeze out that titanium thick. So what I'm hearing is that Kickstarters can be a blessing or a curse. Always a curse, never a blessing.
No, they can be a blessing. If you really can't raise the capital for something, you really wouldn't be able to pursue it otherwise without a cash injection from customers that are interested. It's amazing. Kickstarters are super cool.
Yeah, I think on paper, what you just said is accurate.
However, that applies to a very, 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 very small portion of what Kickstarters actually are.
I mean, I'm telling you, that's what I needed to do to get the box made. But if I could reverse time, I would just not make the fucking box.
Yeah.
Because it was not worth it. Anyways, I don't want to talk about Kickstarter forever. How's the tattoo healing up? It's going good. It's going great. Any scheduled dates for further tats? Nope. The dude who does all my tattoos so far lives in California, but his wife's family lives in Minnesota. And so he kind of like visits every now and then. And whenever he visits, he's like, hey, what up? You want to do something? And then it's kind of like, yeah, sure. Or no, I'm too busy. So whenever he comes next, I want to add like banners and pennants and trumpets and cherubs and like clouds and just like make a big medieval tapestry on my forearm. I think that'd be really cool to do that. What up, the vibing frog? Classic Bayou style. I don't know what that means. Dan, I don't have any more duchesses. I actually sold out of all of them. So I don't have any to give you at the moment. I'm sorry. I forgot.
You're out of Dutch Eye?
Yes. I am out of Dutch Eye.
I have one of those that I need to paint this year.
Give it to me so I can sell it on the web store.
I think that would be double dipping.
Would it?
Because you already sold it to someone who then gave it to me.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I told you about this.
I
It's
forgot.
my Christmas gift from Dr. Hannah.
She bought it from you?
She
Or
bought,
from
I think
me,
she
from
bought
me,
it
from
from
me.
the source.
Oh, okay.
I also believe that the source still has a few duchesses in stock.
Okay. Okay, cool. Stocking is painted. Let's start working on this skin. Double duchessing. Maidenless. You're Dutchless? It's pronounced douches. I've got a sleeve plan for years now, and I'm just too lazy and picky to go get it done. Yeah, honestly, if I can be totally honest with you guys, I would not have a single tattoo on my body if this guy didn't just like fall out of the sky into my lap and was like, hey, I like your channel. Do you want me to tattoo you? And he was good at tattooing. And I was like, fuck it, sure.
That's key. He had proof of work.
Yeah. Like,
Hey, you want me to give you a tattoo? I mean, it's like my first time, but
yeah,
you seem cool.
Yeah. Luckily it wasn't that, but he was good. You know what? I didn't paint her face. What am I doing with my life? Frig.
She has a face?
Yeah, she does. She's got a big old hat on it, so it's hard to see it, but it's there. What's your favorite brush brand you've worked with so far? Da Vinci and also Raphael. I'm also rocking a Mindwork brush right now, and this brush is pretty good too. They sent me some of their brushes. And I like. They're pretty good. Oh man, this side of the face is gonna be fucking impossible to paint. I think I'm gonna have to be okay with just getting paint all over the cheek armors.
Is that a technical term?
Yes,
Cheek armor?
cheek armor. How do I like monument brushes? I haven't had the pleasure of using them, so I don't know. Maybe Evan knows?
Yeah, I've used them. They're good. I think my really, really fancy Raphael and Da Vinci brushes were a little better, but I mean, it's so marginal. There's so much diminishing returns when it comes to brushes. As long as it has a good tip, you have what you need. It's more a measurement of how long it'll last than anything. And I've had perfectly fine luck with my Monument synthetics and sables.
I asked my wife to give me an allowance so I could buy shitty Blu-ray movies without judgment. In the past, when I worked at Cray, I used to have an allowance. But now that I've just begun working as a YouTuber, anything that I would normally want would be a business expense. I would just buy it. But now I've developed a taste for shitty 80s Blu-rays and 70s Blu-rays, and so she gave me an allowance, and so then I went crazy and I bought some shitty Blu-rays. Anyone seen the movie called The Bees? Not with Nick Cage. This is like a 70s horror movie. Or like, I think a bunch of South American killer bees like invade America and they get like super smart and lethal and start killing everybody. I can't remember. I haven't seen it yet, but that's what the synopsis was. And I was just like, yes, this is a fucking winner. Is there a Blu-ray version of the Columbia Record Club? I've never heard of that movie. I keep buying the cheap Walmart ones because I can't decide which ones I should get. I mean, I also do that too, okay? Like I'm going around, I'm buying used Blu-rays, I'm buying fancy Criterion ones, Arrow Video ones, Vinegar Syndrome ones. But I'm also buying like $5 steelbooks from Walmart. I bought Evil Dead and the original Evil Dead and Total Recall from Walmart, both steelbook Blu-rays for $5 each. And I was just like, it was so fucking nice. I had to hunt for it though. I was there for like 30 minutes. Just
Scott,
getting.
Do you know about New York Ninja?
Is this a movie?
It is a movie.
No, I don't know about it. What's the deal with it?
The deal with it is, what's the name of that company? Hang on. I'm gonna pop the URL into chat here.
I've seen Blue Velvet. That was not a bad movie. That was actually a good movie. It is sometimes harder to get sharp results with a synthetic brush. You are right, but sometimes you'll get a synthetic brush, even like the shitty tack-on ones that just like have insane tips. Like I remember when I was painting the Duchess for that masterclass course, the one synth that I pulled out to paint her dress, which is kind of a large detail, was just so amazing, and it stayed amazing for the entire paint job. But then every other brush in that set was total trash in comparison. It was fine for a synthetic brush, but in comparison, it was bad. So yeah, you never know. You get lucky sometimes.
All right, so New York Ninja is a movie that was recompiled, is how I would put it, by Vinegar Syndrome last year, or a year before last, actually, late 2021. It was shot by and directed by and starred John Liu, martial arts guy. He worked with Jackie Chan and a bunch of stuff. He made this movie in New York, but they ran out of money after they shot it sometime. You know, like before they had a chance to do reshoots. There's no audio for it. There was only a working script, but somebody rediscovered the negatives, and Vinegar Syndrome was like, we can do this. So they lip read and dubbed the whole thing.
Oh man.
And made the movie. They pushed it across the finish line. This was shot in 1984 and completed in 2020 or 2021.
That is amazing.
I got it for my buddy Mike for his birthday last year, and it delivers. It's wild.
That's awesome. I looked up Columbia House and Columbia Record House on Letterboxd, and it has no entry. So either I'm typing it in wrong, or that is a very deep cut, Rufus.
Oh, are we talking about the Columbia Records Club? These were the magazines that you could get inadvertently signed up for, where they would send you like 18 CDs a month that you didn't want. Oh,
fuck yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You cannot cancel it until you buy like 50 CDs.
Yeah, no, I remember that. They would come by, like, I lived in a dorm with a bunch of college kids, and like we'd get people coming by all the time trying to sell fucking CDs and DVDs and stuff to us to like fund like a trip to Africa or some shit.
Chat, it is the only scam I've ever fallen for, is the Columbia Records Club.
I've fallen for a PayPal phishing scam like very long ago, and they were like, "You got to pay your bill," and I was like, "Shit, I have a bill," and it's like, "Wait, this email's from some insane like ad address," and I didn't realize too late when I'd already given up my credit card info. That was my one failure, though. Okay, so it's not a movie. I'm an idiot, right? Oh, Gucci Licious. I finished painting the skeletons. There was no world where I was not going to finish painting those skellies.
I mean, after Neferata, you're pretty much done, right?
Definitely not. I have I don't know how many Graveguard are going to end up in my final army, but that's the biggest missing piece still.
Oh, it's more Graveguard?
Yeah. I also would like some Fellbats in my list, so I got to paint up some Fellbats. But I only have 3, and I want 6. And so I was considering painting up the swarms to like mix them into the unit. I know they're not the same model, but it'd be cool to have like a fell bat unit that has like big bats and small bats in the unit, like a kind of like a swarm of all types of bats, and then just like consider the 3 bat swarm bases to be also fell bats, because I don't want to fucking buy 3 fell bat bases. Probably cost like $80.
I'm just excited to buy more Stormcast.
Are you? Do you have stuff to buy still? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm getting that Warhammer Underworlds warband of the Wizards. Splitting that with Dan.
Oh, right.
And then the new Warcry box with the cool guys. Got to get that.
The cool guys.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about these cup noodles, but they are so much better than regular bricks of ramen. Sir Silent just subscribed.
Thank you, Sir Silent.
Prime for the first time.
Prime for the first time. If you guys didn't know, you can attach your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account to create a super uber Twitch Prime account. And I don't know what that gets you. I know it gets you like free shit in like video games and stuff, but more importantly, it gives you an opportunity for free to sub to a channel of your choosing once per month. You got to re-up it every single month.
It's a manual subscription.
It's a manual subscription, and obviously, you want to give that sub to Daddy Miniac, because I'm the greatest that there ever was. I was going to try to reference Froggy Fresh right there, but I forgot the lyric. I think it's I am the baddest of them all. Right? It's I am the baddest of them all. Something, something, something. I can't remember what it is. Fuck. I remember two songs.
Rue6 subscribed with Prime.
Hey, Rue6.
Hey, we did it once this stream, but if we hit 50 again, we've got this bag of minis over here.
Yes.
You want to show off the bag of minis?
I mean, it's not going to sell us anything, but
no,
I will.
The trick is, don't show them the minis. Just show them that there is, in fact, a bag with minis in it that are wrapped up. They're mystery minis.
Mystery.
Think there's 1 big one and 3 small ones in there.
What's inside the mystery bag? Param Underhill with the sub. Oh, with the gifted sub, no less. Do you prefer Prime subs or regular subs? I prefer meatball subs. But if I had to choose between the 2 you listed, I choose. They're both the same. They make no difference at all. We just hamper on about Prime subs because it's like literally a free way to sub to a channel that gives a content creator like actual money. It's not like fake money. But yeah, they're both equal in value, 100%.
Yep.
Can you re-show the minis? I got an ad. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Here we go.
Whoa.
I need to know what's in the bag.
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag? No one except the winner will ever really know.
Can't even read the
Yeah, exactly.
the bag.
I tried to read the label because I was going to put that, and then I looked in it and I was like, I don't know what these are from. They look cool. They're fantasy minis.
Who knows?
There's a big one and 3 small ones.
The mystery bag is working. People are Prime subbing. Don
God, it could
Giovanni.
be anything. It could even be a boat.
It could be a boat. It could be a boat. Very small boat. Don Giovanni and El Camino. Thank you for the Prime subs.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And sold the Prime sub as well. Fuck your cat, Schrodinger. Oh, wait, no, it's a different thing. Oh, I think we had this discussion before, but I recently finally understood, like, the implications of Schrodinger's cat. I did not know.
You can conceive of quantum superpositions now?
Well, not like I know what the example is trying to imply.
Yeah. Ampersand D Monkey converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub.
Oh, wait, what? I've never seen that message before.
That means that they decided that they want it to auto renew and they want to pay money.
Someone asked, how long has the bag been in your closet? That is a fairly recent addition within the last year, for sure.
Yeah, all things are relative in that regard.
I mean, like it's not like ancient models.
It is not 3 benchies and a trench coat, I promise.
3 benchies?
Yeah, it does have one big one in there. Not like huge, but like size large in D&D.
Okay. Getting some painting on these thighs.
Where are my countdown fans in chat?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head in a box. Whoa.
That's what's in the box.
That's what's in the box, yeah.
Scott, are you excited to do the Oppenheimer Barbie double feature?
I know Oppenheimer is getting a movie, but what's Arby?
Barbie.
Oh, that's quite a double feature. I probably won't be doing that. But
they come out on the same day, and I'm honestly more excited for the Barbie movie, which is shocking.
Oh, for sure, me too. The Barbie movie, much like our bag of mysterious models, has just so much mystery about it. Like, what the fuck? Have you seen the trailers for that movie?
Yes, I've watched the trailers. It has a ridiculously loaded up cast.
Yeah.
It looks dynamic, interesting. I don't understand what the hell's going on here.
No, I'm very intrigued.
Oppenheimer also looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Oppenheimer is directed by the big man.
Yeah, Nolan.
Nolan, yeah. So that's pretty compelling.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Christopher Nolan fan. I'm not like he's like super overrated, but I'm more in the David Fincher camp. I
mean, I see Nolan, Fincher, and Denis Villeneuve as very similar directors in that they all just like pretty much always deliver on like whatever project they're working on.
Mostly. I think that of the 3, I think Nolan's the bottom. But that's okay. His movies always look fantastic, which is nice if you're going to go pay and see something in the theater.
Which one hurt you?
A lot of them. Oftentimes his movies are good vibes movies, but not like, just don't think about it too much, all right?
Good vibes?
I mean, like, you vibe with the movie, not like it is positive.
Oh,
vibes.
Okay. Sure.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Like, they're movies with a lot of feeling and emotion to them, but they're like, I'm 14 and this is deep type thinking thoughts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Fucking wrecked, Nolan. Make movies for fucking deep thinking 14-year-olds. What's the fucking dream one called?
Inception.
That one's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, Inception's enjoyable.
I liked Interstellar. Someone mentioned Dunkirk in the chat. I wasn't huge on Dunkirk.
I hated Dunkirk.
Okay, that was the one that hurt.
That's probably, I still haven't seen Tenet, but I think that of all of the other ones, I've seen the rest of his work, I think Dunkirk is my least favorite film of his.
Yeah, Tenet was okay too. Dark Knight rocks, the rest are good. I think this is the first movie opinion that Jay and I are gonna totally agree on. I agree. Dark Knight rocks, the rest are good.
Here's my hot take. Christopher Nolan was the worst thing to ever happen to Batman.
Is this because the one was so good that the rest looked bad kind of thing?
No, it's because he came into Batman at a moment that I think a lot of directors could have succeeded in similar ways, and his take on Batman fundamentally misunderstands the property.
I don't fucking care. It's an awesome movie.
And it's like it's a good movie, but it could have been so much better of a Batman movie while also still being a good movie.
Okay. Support your thesis. What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's such a surface level reading of everything in Batman, particularly Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. Everyone lauds this amazing thing, and it's like it's a fine performance. Don't get me wrong, but it robs the Joker of so much of the style of what the Joker is. It turns him into a pretty generic madman bad guy. So.
Okay. So you're saying you want more of that like campy, comedic Joker.
I do want more comedic Joker. I don't necessarily want more campy Joker. The Joker is at his scariest when he is less understandable as a just force of direct chaos.
Okay. I think you have a compelling argument for people who are missing that style of Joker in the movie. As someone who's not like a huge like fan of the Batman IP, I'm not like in need of seeing that kind of Joker. Like the one that Heath presented was good enough of a villain.
Right, it's fine. Like I'm not a person that walked out of that movie going, "It sucks because the Joker was like he didn't have like the right makeup or something." Like I don't read the comics. I'm a fan of the Batman animated series, and I'm a fan of some of the things about the property. It's just while the interpretation is valid, it just leaves a lot on the table, and for no good reason is really what it boils down to. The Joker could have still delivered in the same sorts of ways while also being more the Joker. I guess my better way of putting it is the Joker could have been replaced with any madman bad guy in that movie, and nothing about the plot would have to change. Right? There's nothing that is quintessentially about his plans or his role in that movie that says, this is the Joker doing this. It could literally just be any generic angry nihilist bad guy. And that means that you're not doing anything with that character.
Maybe from a writing perspective, that's true. And I'm not even saying this because the dude died, but like his role transformed the character into a worthwhile thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Or
it's
his
like
acting.
You could have had that performance from Heath Ledger playing any generic madman bad guy in that role, and it still would have been that great performance, where you're connecting with what's happening on the screen, but you're not doing anything that connects the movie to the role of the Joker. So yeah, it is a writing problem rather than a performance problem. Heath Ledger was great. I enjoyed watching the movie, but nothing about that makes me go, man, the Joker is such a great bad guy. It's just, yeah, Heath Ledger was great in that movie, but he could have been playing, like name your bad guy from Batman that's not motivated by money and is instead motivated by like avarice for destruction. And it would have been the same movie.
Gotcha.
And yeah, Batman the Animated Series is the best Batman adaptation for sure.
Basalt, thank you for the sub. We appreciate it. Okay. This is still a pretty dark color to like work up from a skin tone. So I'm going to start applying highlights, but I'm going to like kind of run over some volumes. Like she has a pretty strong bicep, like sculpted detail. But like on the top of the bicep, I just painted fully over that. Now when it starts to kind of wrap around into the side of her bicep, now I'm keeping some of that shadow in there. But on the top, I'm not going to keep that shadow in. So that's kind of how I'm trying to, work up to a brighter color without keeping every single detail still pretty darkly defined.
I'm with Rufus.
What does Rufus have to say? Or not. Tyops Grath, thanks to the Prime sub.
I definitely heard you right as I walked away, but nothing I can do over here.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, I tend to just nurse the same area over and over again, but I gotta kind of move around the model so I don't agitate drying paint.
Joe MN says, what about that great 80s classic Space Pirates? Could be a good add to your collection.
Ooh, I have that one. Oh no, I have Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates.
Is it Ice Pirates?
No, you said Space Pirates.
Okay, I have Ice Pirates in my list, not Space Pirates though. So I have to.
I'm sure it's a completely distinct thing.
Yes.
I mean, Ice Pirates doesn't have a lot of ice or piracy in it, so.
It doesn't?
Not that I recall.
I'm very upset. I've discovered a line of movies called like X on Wheels. I found Werewolves on Wheels. I found something like Angry Cheerleaders on Wheels or something like that, and I can't wait to crack open that series. I don't know what it is.
I mean, there's On Wheels, which is like the schlock film version, and then there's On Ice, which is the thing that you go to the Target Center to see.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. This is the schlock film version.
Yeah. I mean, I would go see Werewolves on Ice.
Wait, did I say on ice or say on
No,
wheels?
you said On Wheels. I'm just saying, like, it's the same thing where it's like, oh, it's Disney on Ice. Oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
Werewolves on Ice? Yeah, sure. I'm in. Fuck it.
Speaking of on ice, speaking of werewolves, I mean, there was that one Marvel movie that came out around Halloween that like didn't feature any typical Marvel superheroes, but was like a horror-esque movie. What was it called? Like something about night? I don't know.
Well, I have no
Someone's
idea what
gonna
you're
know.
talking about.
Someone's gonna know.
Purple Crusader said, I'm currently working on the Ironclad for my Caradron Overlords. Any tips for painting these huge minis? I'll throw that up again.
Identify what the base coat of your model is gonna be. Like for most parts on the model, I would say for Caradron Overlords, it's probably gonna be some kind of metallic color, but obviously you can deviate from the typical box art schemes. And then find an aerosol can that closely matches that color and just spray the model that color. And work with like glossy washes or enamel washes to get detail super fast. And honestly, don't shy away from dry brushing. If I was painting a largely metallic army, especially one like Caradron Overlords with a ton of detail on it, I would base coat with an aerosol can, wash with some kind of, or probably dry brush first, and then do some kind of oil wash that's highly liquidy, not like a thick one, because I don't want to leave much of it behind to do recess shading. And then kind of move on with typical painting from there. Typical painting being applying base coats with brushes and like highlighting and stuff like that. But someone in the chat who's had much more success than I in painting armies fast, Eons of Battle, Jay, has a video of him painting a whole ass starter set for the Space Dwarves, which are not Caradron Overlords, but are similar in design. In that video where he paints the new Space Dwarves called, what are they called? Evan, do you know what they're called?
What? Space Dwarves?
Squats?
Squats is the old name for them. They're Leagues of Voltron.
Oh, Leagues of
now or whatever.
Votan, yes. Yes, that video he did might give you some ideas about how to paint large things. Werewolf by Night, thank you. That's the name of that movie that Marvel made. Is that movie any good? Anyone
That's
like
a
that?
Marvel movie?
Yeah, it's made by Marvel Studios, but it has nothing to do with the Marvel Universe. It's like Marvel Studios is a publisher, right? So they published a movie that wasn't about Marvel.
Oh, this is like a TV movie?
Yeah, it was a great movie. Okay, people are saying that I should watch it. Okay, it's dope. MCU. Oh, so it is MCU, but it's not any of the characters we've come to know and love through the Avengers.
Sharing continuity with the films and television series of the franchise. This
Maybe there
special
is.
is produced by Marvel Studios. It follows a secret group of monster hunters as they compete for a powerful relic while going up against a dangerous monster. Okay, cool. All right.
Another favorite is Earth Girls Are Easy. That sounds so fucking ridiculous.
It's the Adam Sandler movie, I think. Or no, Jim Carrey movie, excuse me. It's a Jim Carrey movie where he's like an alien and it's weird. It's intentionally cheesy, yeah.
I love that. Intentionally cheesy movies are scary. Sometimes the magic of a schlocky movie is that the people making it had no intention of making a bad movie.
There's definitely like two poles to schlock. You can intentionally make a schlocky movie and it works.
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't. Or sometimes it only works in retrospect. I'll tell you what, those shitty Batman movies from the 90s are a lot of fun when you really let go of it being a good movie and embrace the bad movie element. They're like the Schumacher Batman movies are bad, but they're also like, holy shit. Oh my God.
How did this happen? I always love that question. It's just like, how did this get past some executive with a green light? That's when you're asking those questions, you know you're in a good place.
The merchandising for Batman Forever was lit. I think there are still a couple of those Batman McDonald's mugs in my mom's cupboard back in the back.
Nice. Let me just check if my video is done rendering, because if it is, I want to upload it. I don't want to. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't do that because we are streaming. And that would just like
please
fuck
don't
everything.
upload a video while we are live.
That
Thank
would,
you.
Yeah, it'd ruin everything. Tommy Wiseau is the master of unintentional schlock. Maybe Uwe Boll as a close second. Who the fuck is that? I think the master.
You don't recognize that name? That's the guy
Uwe.
that allegedly made a bunch of video game movies as a tax evasion scam in Germany.
I don't see this guy.
Allegedly.
I don't see this guy as a director or any kind of cast on Letterboxd.
UWEBOLL, I believe is how it's spelled.
BOLL. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Oh
man.
You don't know who he is.
Oh, he made Blood Rain movies. Oh yeah, dude.
So he made all these movies from video game franchises where they would pay to get the license, and they would make the movie on the cheap in Germany and basically get a tax rebate for it.
Okay.
And foreign investors would lose money on the film, kind of thing. It was Hollywood accounting, but in Europe, and they're all terrible. But they aren't like schlock terrible. They're just bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. They are schlocky, but it's not like full blown schlock, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
They're mostly just let's shoot a movie at this cabin for cheap kind of things. Also framing.
Nice. Someone said something. I think RG Hanoming said, if you don't know who Uwe Boll is, he'll fight you. Uwe, sorry.
Whatever.
Water babies? What the fuck, dude?
Das P5 says it wasn't allegedly. He admitted and laughed about it. Well,
nice.
That's good to know from you, but when I say it, I say allegedly.
That is...
Oh, yeah, he made the Postal movie. That's right.
That's so funny.
The Postal movie existed before Postal, by the way. It's called Falling Down with Michael Douglas, and it is amazing. Chad, if you haven't seen Falling Down before, you should do yourself a treat. It's great. Have you seen Falling Down, Scott?
Nope.
Throw it on the list.
Falling Down.
Yep.
Gaming Down. That's not right. Falling Down. Films. Joel Schumacher. Oh, this movie. Okay. One of my Alex has watched it. My editor, he gave it a 3.5 out of 5, and my other buddy, who's notoriously a stickler, gave it a 4 out of 5.
It's a great movie.
Oh, it's already on the watch list. Lol. Okay, we're there. Just I'm rated the same as this movie. I will rate it whatever the fuck I want to rate it, Rufus Kit.
Rufus,
we have 2 now.
We have to get access to Scott's account and then just change the rating of B movie to 5 stars.
Dude, B movie fucking is amazing. All right, you guys don't understand. You just don't get it. Man, she's got.
Is Neferata doing rock devil horn hands?
She is, dude. She's got some fucking devil horns.
Yeah.
She also has quite a bit of cleavage.
Nice.
What I mean is, like, the gap is like so significant that it could, like, some amount of hiding could go on down there. Gotta sneak it in with the size 0. Is this a size 0? Yeah. This is the Mindwork game size 0.
I liked that movie, Mr. Funkadil's Law-Abiding Citizen.
Oh yeah, that movie was good.
But I like Law-Abiding Engineer more.
What?
It's like a amazing YouTube trailer parody where they like went through and perfectly replaced all of what's his name? The guy from 300 in that movie.
Oh, Leonidas,
Yeah.
Gerald. Gerald?
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, yes.
Yeah, they replaced him with the engineer from Team Fortress 2.
What the fuck?
Like shot for shot in the trailer, and it's amazing.
That sounds pretty good.
Hang on, I'll find it.
That's just so much fucking work, dude.
Released April 1st, 2010. How about them 13-year-old memes?
It's an old one, but it checks out, sir.
Yep. 3.5 million views.
Does Scott have Fallen on his list? Okay, not falling down, but Fallen. Let's see. You guys are distracting me from my work here.
Not a lot of painting of Neferata has happened this stream.
Fallen is not on my watch list, but I will always take a Denzel movie. Love me a bit of Denzel.
Law-abiding engineer.
Although I did watch that other one with the quote where he says King Kong ain't got shit on me. What the fuck's the name of that movie? Training Day. That movie was not amazing. It was fine, but it wasn't like a great piece of film history.
Yeah, but like that's where my man meme originally
That is
comes
true.
from.
That is true. That and also the King Kong quote is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I warned you, people were overselling it. Yeah, I mean, that's
It's
probably
good.
true. It's
At
good.
the time, it felt more amazing and new, I think.
Yeah, maybe that also, I could definitely see that happening.
There's
sure.
a lot of movies that kind of imitate it.
Yeah.
You know what movie isn't overhyped?
Heat.
Heat. Oh my God! Is this the one where Keanu jumps a bus over like a raising bridge?
No, that's
Fuck. What's that?
That's Speed.
Speed. Ah, fuck. Okay, Heat. I haven't seen Heat then.
All right.
There's a lot of action movies that I have not seen. Speed. Speed is so good. He hasn't seen Heat. Oh my God, he hasn't seen Heat. Ah!
Here we go.
He hasn't seen this movie.
Heat is a Michael Mann film
Oh, okay.
who has made a lot of bangers.
Let's see.
Thief, amazing.
Heat. Oh man, dude. Oh man. This looks like, oh my, it's got a 4.2. Holy shit.
Dude,
Oh my God.
Heat is
Holy shit.
the best like action thriller movie like ever.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Watch it.
I mean, I'll tell you, it has a ludicrously high rating on Letterboxd. So
It
that is
delivers.
that's a good sign. Speed 1, good. Speed 2 and 3, no. I think you mean
There's
they're
a
good
third
for a
Speed
different
movie.
reason.
Isn't that the parody where it's a cruise ship?
Haven't seen that? Vomits uncontrollably. Yeah, that's what I imagine everyone in Twitch chat whenever they say that. They just start puking. Oh my God. Speed 2 is great. If a boat that can't stop. In a boat that can't stop? Heck yeah, dude.
This is the same director as Collateral.
Oh yeah. Collateral and Thief and Public Enemies, which wasn't a great movie. Oh my God, he did Last of the Mohicans.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen that.
Manhunter, love Manhunter.
Have not seen Manhunter.
That is the first appearance of Hannibal Lecter on film.
Oh.
It is before Silence of the Lambs and before Anthony Hopkins.
Oh
And I like it more.
yeah.
That's the real controversial take of this stream. Manhunter is wild. And yeah, he did Last of the Mohicans. He did Collateral. He did Ali. Wow. Okay. Cool. I haven't seen The Insider, so can't say anything about that.
I think I'm just gonna start lying about what movies I've seen.
Yeah, that's the real play.
Because no one asks me to prove it. They're never like, oh yeah, prove it.
Quote the line that happens 52 minutes in.
Although now that I say I'm gonna lie about it, they'll probably ask me to prove it. Fuck.
Are you a real fan? Quote the whole movie.
Evan looking to fight people today. Evan looks to fight people every day of his life.
That's
He
true.
wakes up aggressive. He's like, what am I going to argue about today?
I have never been so called out in my life. Accurately, I will add.
It's okay. You can come here and argue. We like to argue.
That I do. Every conversation is a contest, and I win.
All right.
Eon's a Battle, who tunes in for like all of our paintings.
I know, dude. I fucking love Jay.
Jay just said, I just noticed, is the border of this stream flesh?
Yes, it is. It's a bubbly, nasty flesh a la Society, if you've seen that movie. That movie is fucking great. But yes. I remember when I made it a super long time ago, and I was like, what should the UI be? I don't want it to be a flat color. I want it to be interesting. And so I made this nasty
Flesh!
Yes. I have the last word in every fight with my wife. Yes, ma'am. Oh, hell yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Oh, we got some Society love in the chat. Hell yeah. Quote the B movie then. Fuck. I haven't seen it. God damn it, chat. They figured me out.
I only gave it a 3 stars so no one would notice and tell me to watch the B movie.
Scott designs UIs like a fucking Cenobite. Yeah. Society's top notch. It is top notch. Someone said, I want to watch Society, but I also really don't want to. Okay, let me know in the chat your list of movies that you want to watch, but you don't want to watch. I think number 1 on my list is literally any Lars von Trier movie. So fucking Nymphomaniac Volume 1 and 2, and also the one where fucking he has Satan. Alex! You can't hear me. What's the Lars von Trier movie where it has fucking Satan in it? Martyrs, that's a great one. I can't remember it. But yeah, Lars von Trier makes a bunch of fucking just wacky movies, and I can't handle them ever.
She's got to watch them with the wife.
Yeah, no, Antichrist, thank you. Yeah, that'd be great. Just be like, this is a rom-com. Why is it called Antichrist?
He's just misunderstood.
Yeah. Antichrist with Willem Dafoe, thank you. Skinamarink 2022. It looks so good, but like it will actually scare me. Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I'm definitely in the camp of I never want to watch a B movie, but I
What
kind of
the
want to watch
fuck, dude? You should watch it. It's great, dude. It's funny. I promise. Maybe it's only funny because I'm high when I watched it, but it was funny.
There's a key difference between us. I don't get high when I watch movies.
Yeah. I think maybe I was just so wound up with the fact that there were talking bees and they had like jobs and stuff. It was incredible. It was incredible.
My mind can't conceive of this.
Yeah, just like,
Insects doing the jobs of humans?
they were like wearing human
what
clothes.
What do they think of next?
They were wearing human clothes and walking around doing human things. And
My God!
I was just like, holy shit. What the fuck? This is crazy. It was great.
Panda Man Requiem.
Panda Man.
He said hi.
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 Hi, Panda Man. Wait, what?
Thanks, little Griff.
Basket case?
You just spoiled one of the greatest pieces of American literature that everyone has read.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Close, but not quite.
Grapes of Wrath?
Swing and miss. George kills Lenny at the end of the book. Can you name that? Are you a real fan, Scott?
No. God, no.
It's of Mice and Men.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
B-Movie is the pro-corporate union busting answer to the very successful pro-labor films A Bug's Life and wait, what? How true is this?
Sounds pretty true.
I caught no agenda when I watched it. I was just like, man, this movie fucking slaps.
That's what makes it propaganda, is you don't actually know.
I mean, I was also like a 10-year-old, so.
You were
Man.
10 when B movie came out?
No, Bug's Life.
Oh, yeah. No, Bug's Life is definitely pro worker. It's like rise up and seize the means of production. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Mike Genie, looking up the date. It's important. I'm ready for someone to say in chat, "Bah, I hadn't seen that yet. How could you spoil it?"
All right, we got the first layer of highlight down. I think I'll start working on just the face, and then we'll work on the rest of the body. Oh, I didn't do her neck. Shit. Let's do that real quick. If you had the ability to wipe your mind of one movie so you could watch it again for the first time, what would you choose? Troll 2. 100%. No hesitation, bro. Holy shit, that movie is so great.
I'm not sure I like that answer, but I do. No, I like that answer. I don't think it's a good answer.
It's like an honest answer, too. I'm not just saying it to be a griefer. Like, when I watched that movie for the first time, I was just like so madly in love with the experience. I was just like, man, what is happening right now? It was so good. It was so good. Maybe a more serious answer, though?
Fight Club?
No. Not Fight Club. At least, I don't know.
Something with a really, really good twist to it.
Yeah. Twists are always, those are always good movies to watch. Usual Suspects. Oh, man, Lord of the Rings. Fuck, dude. Yeah, maybe a Lord of the Rings. Maybe Helm's Deep with Two Towers.
I just don't think most movies get worse on a second viewing. Most of the time, they get better. Like, going back and watching something for the first time, yeah, it might feel new and exciting, but doesn't necessarily make it better. However, not knowing where the story's going on something that is predicated on that in the plot, that is satisfying.
Evan, are you making an argument for why people's choices in this answer?
Yes.
Give a certain
Yes.
I told you. This man wakes up and he's like, who can I argue with today? Your opinion is fucking wrong, and here's why.
Yep.
I love
Consider your opinion further, because you have not considered it well enough.
Yeah.
You have not met the standard.
I went and got dinner with someone recently, and they asked me the question. They were like, if you could see someone live in concert on an acoustic set, who would it be? And then I answered the question, and they proceeded to tell me why I was wrong. I was just like, fuck.
I'm down with this.
It's happening. Memento would be good. Yeah, Memento's good. Seven, yeah, it's always great.
The problem with watching Memento for the first time again would be then you would have to watch Memento again.
Yeah. I watched Memento and what's that one movie? The Machinist, like back to back. And so I always associate those two together.
The Machinist was better than Memento.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was a while ago.
I was like the notorious Memento hater in high school.
Why?
Because I didn't like that movie.
Stop it. Someone said, what did Mike say? Scott's love for Troll 2 is the only thing that keeps me from being upset that he won't watch Helen Keller versus Nightwolves. See what? Just you can't touch Troll 2, okay? You can't touch it. Oh, maybe. Fuck. Maybe I would say Return to Oz or some crazy shit like that. Never-Ending Story. Man, one of those like original nutty fantasy movies I watched as a kid and did not respect them, but now just have absolute love for them. One of those ones. That's a good answer too. Dude, there's like a Never-Ending Story like 2 and 3. I need to watch those. They're probably terrible, but I think they'd be good for different reasons.
The problem is that there isn't an infinite number of never-ending stories.
That is...
It's a fundamental lie of the franchise.
Yeah, you're right. So it's not worth engaging.
They should have... Here's how you should make the movie The Never-Ending Story. is you actually make the movie into a loop.
Yeah.
So the closing shot of the movie is literally identical to the opening shot.
That
And when you put the DVD in, it just starts playing through again.
would be kind of cool, actually. I was gonna say the other solution is just to sell the franchise to Fast and Furious, and then you're good. You're good to go.
Fast and
That's
Furious.
never gonna end.
There's only going to be 10 Fast and Furious movies.
I doubt it.
The Marvel people, that's who you sell it to.
Okay.
It's like 45 Marvel movies in like 15 years.
When we finish the 10th Fast and Furious movie, they will restart the series because they're now all so old that they need reboots.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, like, I've said many times that I believe it's going to be the American James Bond.
Oh
How is
man,
Buckaroo
please,
Banzai not
please no. That can't be what we're competing with James Bond with.
It is, and it's better than James Bond.
Oh, no. I think I'm going to fire you after this stream. Hold up, is Buckaroo Banzai not on the list already? It's amazing how many insane movies the internet knows, but I'm here for it. Buckaroo Banzai, let's see. The fuck that is. I'm gonna go and watch Heat tonight. Buckaroo. Buckatoo? No, Buckaroo Banzai. Oh god, I typed in the word Buckaroo. Buckaroo Banzai
Crazy, it's the hot
declassified?
nudes that I ate. I ate those hot nudes, and I'm feeling spicy now.
This can't be it. Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, The Adventures of?
Yeah.
This has like actually a high rating.
Yeah.
You've seen this movie?
Yeah.
It's 22 minutes long. This can't be it. What's the whole name of the movie?
It's not 23 minutes long. It's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay, then I must be. So is it The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension?
Yeah.
That's the whole name. Okay.
Yeah.
Hour 40. Peter Weller. Love me some Peter Weller and John Lithgow. Okay. Oh, and Jeff Goldblum. Fuck. And Christopher Lloyd. What the fuck? Yeah. Well, Alex, this fucking movie's on your watch list. What the fuck is The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension?
It was recommended me.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
What's the guilty pleasure movie that you can watch over and over again? I gotta say, it's either. I really like 300. I feel like I could watch 300 a bazillion times and never get tired of it. I fucking love that movie.
He is all style, no substance, which works perfectly for a. I'll just rewatch this.
Yeah. I don't know what else though. There's got to be another one. Scott pronouncing Banzai like that is sending me. Sorry, you're right. There's bonsai and also bonsai. I remember I went to the Minneapolis greenhouse at the zoo, and I pronounced it bonsai, not bonsai, and the plant lady there got very upset with me.
Ah, yes, the plant lady.
She was like, "These plants are not gonna suicide bomb you in an airplane." And I was like, "Holy shit, I'm sorry. I didn't even know."
See, your response should have been, how do you know that? Have
Yeah.
you ever put them in an airplane?
Yeah.
You think it could fly the plane effectively and not crash into something?
Yeah. What the fuck, lady?
Checkmate.
Yeah. See, this is my thing. I just need to have Evan with me. I just need to have my arguing guy with me, and then I'll fucking get them all. I'll never be wrong again.
That's right. Yeah, but not in the ages.
Whew. Grandma's Boy? American Psycho is your guilty pleasure movie? What the fuck?
The thing that you would feel guilty about is feeling pleasure while watching American Psycho.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
I just always have that movie on playing in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're just constantly imitating him, flexing in the mirror, naked.
Listening to Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis, yeah.
Apparently, I work with a bunch of psychopaths.
American Psycho is a very good movie.
Did you see my face when watching Evil Dead Rise? I
Yeah,
was smiling from ear to ear.
that's a little fucked. What's either your most watched movie ever or the movie you love so much you will die on a hill defending? B movie.
I'm gonna fire you after this stream.
Good question. I feel like the movie I've watched the most. I don't rewatch movies a ton, but I do really enjoy Two Towers from Lord of the Rings. That's probably the movie I've seen the most. Also, other movies that are kind of more out there. I really like the movie Danny Deckchair. That's a really fun rom-com that I love a lot. What else?
Is that the balloon one?
Yeah, it is. Fucking hey, yeah, you're right. It's the balloon one.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's just a fun movie.
Oh, fuck. This came out 20 years ago?
Apparently.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. That's a fun one.
All right, my serious suggestion for a serious film that people should watch if they haven't. The Lives of Others.
The serious film.
It's a serious film. Excellent movie. I'm even going to recommend that one to you, Scott.
Apocalypse Now. I discovered yesterday that Arrow Video did a Blu-ray remake of The Last Starfighter, and I almost died in Barnes & Noble when I found it. I was like, oh my God. So that's an amazing movie.
But yeah, the Lives of Others, German movie from 2006, I think.
Okay. J. Lee Lucas just said he bought a Duchess model from the source. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Nailed
it.
2006.
He
just bought it from the source where they still have them.
Oh, yes. He might have gotten the last one or close to. Favorite show of all time? Well, I don't know. I don't know. X-Files, says my editor, Alex. All right, see you, man.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool. See ya. Bye, chat.
Say goodbye to Alex.
Yeah, The Lives of Others won the Oscar for Best Foreign Film in 2006. It's good. Good movie.
That's always if you are someone who appreciates films, a great way to find a movie to watch if you can't think of any is just to walk through the Oscars. I mean, honestly, the nominations, but also if you have never done it, just walking through the ones that actually have won Best Picture is a great way to find a bunch of super solid movies.
Mostly super solid movies.
Yeah, I would say it's a pretty reliable way to find solid movies.
I think I prefer looking at the not mainline categories. I like Best Foreign Film. I like Best Animated Feature. I like,
Well, yeah,
like that.
There are certain ones. Like I wouldn't, like if you want to find a good movie, I wouldn't say finding one with the best actor is that. But like Best Original Screenplay, Best Foreign Film, Best Animated Film, like those will all get you good stories, good movies.
Yeah. It's just occasionally Best Picture gets you something like Green Book.
Hey, I like Green Book. I like it.
It was fine.
I thought it was good.
I didn't think it was the best picture.
What? I don't even know what else was nominated that year. What else was nominated?
Let's take a gander.
Is that 2021?
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, that was 2019. Fuck. How does time work?
I don't know. Is Evan a bigger hipster than Scott? I think Evan's a hipster in a different way.
Things that it was up against. Black Panther.
Okay.
Black Klansman.
That was really good.
Black Klansman, I think, is a better movie than Green Book. Bohemian Rhapsody.
No,
The Favorite. Roma. A Star is Born. And Vice.
Okay, I've seen all those movies other than Roma, and A Star is Born.
I saw A Star is Born. I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, I love The Favorite was a fucked movie, but I liked that movie.
Yeah.
That would never win Best Picture though. The other one you mentioned, like the first three were all very good.
Black Panther, Black Klansman, And Bohemian Rhapsody?
Okay, Bohemian Rhapsody and Black Klansman and Green Book would all have been my contenders for Best Picture.
I think Black Klansman by a country mile in this list, personally. I haven't seen all of them, though, because I didn't see Vice and I didn't see Roma. But
Okay. Yeah, Roma, the black and white Netflix original movie.
Yep.
Usually when a movie is a Netflix original, I am worried. But yeah, that one passed the test apparently, the Oscar test. Can't really get that side of the face super well, so we'll just keep it there. Nice little vampire-y face. Now the last thing we gotta do is give her some nice glowy eyes, and we'll just. I used Caribbean teal in the past, but this color right here on my palette is pastel green from AK. That is honestly good enough, so we'll just do that. Well, maybe we'll mix a little bit of deep blue in there just to make it kind of a tiny bit blue.
For me, the best thing about Bohemian Rhapsody was that it made me finally get off my ass to go watch Mr. Robot. Good show.
I couldn't handle Mr. Robot because it's a movie that portrays programming, and those are always so fucking cringe. Or it's a show, sorry.
Program is easy, Scott. You just type a little bit.
I know, and like the text comes across the screen, it's just like I'm fucking hacking right now.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
Like, oh,
There's text coming
me.
at you, and you got to text back at the text.
I didn't get that movie enough of a chance, if I'm being honest, but yeah, I didn't watch it much.
Show's really good. You just have to ignore the technobabble because it is technobabble.
Yeah, there's a bit of technobabble.
That's also true. Memory Gardens is correct. They did programming better than most shows. The problem with that statement is the bar is set so low. It may as well be at the bottom of a coal mine. Because like most mainstream TV is like that fucking garbage scene in NCIS where 2 idiots, 1 keyboard. Do you know what I'm talking about, Scott?
No.
This is like the greatest, worst thing ever. Hang on.
The greatest, worst thing ever. I love that description.
Oh, God. It even autofills. 2 idiots, 1 keyboard. Okay. We're not going to get audio because I don't have that set up, but I'm still going to show this. So Scott can see it.
Hold on. Do you want to get audio set up? I have to go to...
I can try. Let's see. If I do application audio output capture.
Oh, I got teeth. Hurry. You know, she's got little cute fangs. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. That Mountain Dew is going through me. El Chala, Shalafai. Thanks for the 3 months of Prime subbing.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to see if I can make this work.
All right, chat. Be mean to Evan.
Let me make sure that your mic is muted. Is your mic muted? It is. All right, so let's go to face plus web. Proper yep, save. Okay. And then let's tell me if you can hear this. You guys hear that? Scheiße. Yeah, I don't think this works. I don't have it working. It makes
What?
me sad.
You can't get it to work?
I probably can get it to work, but
Yeah, just
I don't
not
know
now.
if I can get it to work right now.
Okay. Yes. Pizza Boy Master. Finished rendering, no problems. Fuck yeah. Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted.
How's it going, chickadee chat? All right, let's do this.
I unplugged the computer to solve the problem
Oh.
of getting hacked.
Yeah.
Because it's all on this computer. It couldn't possibly be on any other computer.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Let me tell you, NCIS, amazing show, high quality.
If you guys are enjoying the stream, consider subscribing. We're doing a giveaway at 50 subs, and the giveaway is a bag of mystery models that have all been carefully plastic wrapped for shipping purposes. I don't know what's in here. It's probably a big one, a couple small ones. I'm kind of actually just curious. I'm gonna look at one, but I'm not gonna tell anyone what it is.
Yeah, there you go. Girl Painting says NCIS is my guilty pleasure.
That's fine.
I'm going to be real. I have watched multiple seasons of NCIS because it is all that ridiculous and cringeworthy. And I love it.
Ah.
It's delicious. Don't tell chat anything.
You don't get to know, Chad.
I've looked at the models.
That's why I'm so good at Dota. It's actually me and my friends on one keyboard.
Listen, you take QWER. I'll be on the camera controls.
I remember actually a long time ago when I was like a little kid and me and my friends were playing Dota 1. We lost to I think the term is 5-boxer, and the idea is that it's one person controlling all 5 characters through some type of scripts. And what he was doing was he had these bots that would play as characters, and they would get the aggro for the creep lanes, and they would pull every creep lane to the middle lane, and he was playing the mid lane character, and he would the one guy would get insane experience in the first 10 minutes and be just unkillable, and then just win the game by himself. But that felt bad to lose to literally one person. But yeah, never again. Ninja! Nice diet. Do there, you slut. Finish it up. I needed some drink. All right, we got the face done for Neferata. I'm currently watching this on my shift at the cafe. Oh, nice, nice. All right. We gotta keep going here with this skin tone. I said I was gonna mix in green for my final highlights, but honestly, just pure sandalwood is like bright of a highlight enough. It doesn't need another one on top of that. And if it did, I would have to have built up from a much less bright color.
You're a sandalwood.
Thank you. I think sandalwood is a species of wood.
I think it's a species of sandal.
I think it's, yeah, actually you're right. There you go. There you go.
I mean, he can put it all on me. I can tell you guys that we met about it on Friday.
And
That's it.
that's it. Next stream, 2 brushes, 1 model. Speed painting challenge. I love
Now
your,
we're talking.
I love your avatar. Why 2 brushes? Why not just 1? Is this a 2 girls 1 cup reference?
No, it's the two idiots, 1 keyboard.
Oh. 2 painters, 1 brush. Evan can hold the back of my brush. While I paint? No.
It's just turning into like a bad remake of Ghost.
Yeah, basically.
JJ Waterboy subscribed to tier 1 7 months in a row. Not bad.
God damn, JJ Waterboy!
Can't believe it's been that long already. I mean, I can, but
What's the one series you'd watch all 15 plus seasons of and would gladly do again? It doesn't have 15 seasons, but I would absolutely watch Community or The Office on fucking repeat. I love that show. It's great.
The Venture Brothers.
The Venture Brothers. I'm rewatching Barry right now because my wife hasn't seen it and the new season came out. And so she wants to watch them. I don't know if I'd watch that show over and over again though.
Show's been on my list for a while.
It's solid. It's one of those one of those ones that's worth watching for sure.
All right, chat. You guys want to see my omelet?
Omelet?
No context will be provided.
Luther? Oh, that would be kind of a hilarious deviation of miniature painting or drunk mini painting where like one of us paints it in the first round, one of us paints it in the second round, and while the one is painting, the other one's like heckling and shit. That'd be kind of hilarious.
I could show it off on stream, but that might be too much.
The omelet would be too much?
It'd be too much. It could overwhelm the stream.
Stream, you can't handle these omelets. I can break these cups.
You can't break these cups. All right, there's the omelet.
Oh my God.
And French toast.
You didn't make that.
No, I bought it.
You bought that. Neferata.
I also sent him a picture of an omelet like 2 weeks ago, too. John deserved it.
John deserved it. Okay. He had it coming, yeah.
So the context is John was talking on the podcast about how he went to the Cat Cafe in New Hope. And that breakfast joint is right next door. It's called Fat Nat's Eggs. Real good.
I thought you were going to say Frankie's. Frankie's is also right next to there.
Frankie's is more than literally the next door over.
Yeah.
But it is in the same little micro mall.
Too small to be called a strip mall.
Yeah. Frankie's? Good. Fat Nats? Amazing. But everyone always forgets how they felt last time they got the big breakfast, so.
Why? Because it makes them just like forget everything?
Yeah, there's something wild about just eating more than 3 eggs. Causes short-term memory loss. It's like seeing through his eyes, chat.
Yeah, I don't have my contacts in today's chat because it is allergy season, baby, and your boy gets something of a fierce reaction to pollen. So my eyes are kind of fucked right now. Although honestly, in the office, it's way better. When I go home, I'm just like instantaneously fucked. It's just like I start sneezing, my eyes turn red. The only place that there's any kind of reprieve is the basement, so I'm just in there all the time. I'm sorry, Amber. I just have to be down there or else I'll die. So I can just watch movies all day long.
Games I'm excited about.
What about them?
Chad is pestering me, wondering what games I'm excited about.
Steel Rift. Xeogenesis.
Yeah, it's Xeogenesis. It's not a real game yet, though, because it's not out.
This is true.
But when it is. Really, really enjoyed that. I like playing games that my friends play, so Shatterpoint, I'm sure, is going to be purchased by me and then sit around for a year. I'm really looking forward to playing Marvel Crisis Protocol with you, Scott.
You watched it happen on stream. Doesn't that count?
No.
No? Fuck.
I am going to paint one of those this quarter, at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say at the moment I'm kind of have you beat.
I'm aware, but there's no time pressure for me, so... I got Stormcast to paint.
This is true.
Forever.
Are you excited for 6 seasons in a movie? I am. Oh my god, I am. Yes. It's a community reference if no one understands that. What's your favorite kind of burger? It's absolutely a smash burger. Mike's Girl Painting is about to get a George Mott love letter from Scott. Dude, George Mott is a fucking amazing man, dude. I love George Mott. But yeah, absolutely a smash burger or a deviation of, a variety of a smash burger. It's kind of the only kind of burger that I've been eating nowadays. And I kind of eat a lot of burgers, disgustingly. But yeah.
What about Juicy Lucy's?
Definitely prefer a smash burger
Wow.
to a Juicy Lucy.
Wow.
The regional Minnesota specialty.
Wow.
Wow. It's just so good. Honestly, I don't think a burger should be made any other way. The smash burger, they're so good. They're also really pretty simple to make for yourself, and so you can make really, really good burgers just at your house. I did watch the White Castle episode where he put a bun on a raw ass patty, and I was just like, what is going on at White Castle? I'm never going there again. I've not heard of Luther El Shalafai. Despite your hatred of Warhammer's Space Marines, have you / would you play the Space Marine game? I'm looking forward to the sequel. I played the original one, and it was pretty fun. I don't do a lot of video gaming nowadays, though, so I'm probably going to skip over that one.
I'll probably play it. I don't know. I won't play it right away. It'll be like a year after release when I get it for $8 or whatever, but...
Yeah. You know what I would play, though, that's coming out soon? V Rising has a new expansion called Bloomrot that is just adding a ton of stuff to the game for free, and I'm very hyped to play some V Rising again. It's fucking free. It's a free content update, and it's so big. I love it. Scott,
you know what game adds big free content updates on the regular?
Who?
Deep Rock Galactic, baby.
Oh, also Dota. Dota does.
That also. Well, kind of.
Smashburger meta. Scott, when was the last time you played Guild Ball, and what was your favorite team? I missed the game a bunch. I was a fan of Fisherman, although I did have a sweet black metal themed Butcher team too. That's fucking cool. The last time I played was at Adepticon. I played against Dan, and I've always liked the Morticians. Always. Those or the Rat Catchers. One of the two. Today I want to build. Yeah, mostly Morts.
Hey, the application audio capture works now.
Hey.
That's cool. Why does it work on the scene that I don't want it to work on? That's great.
Best police series. Oklahoma Fried Smash Burger does sound really good. Yeah, I would happily eat a lot of different burgers. They're all really good. I want to eat a big, like, thick, like, half-pound, 8-ounce patty and, like, enjoy that. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I haven't had a big, juicy burger in a while that has, like, really blown me away. Just the smash burger, like chat says, meta is taking over.
Yeah, I hear that. Last summer, after a lot of games of Song of Ice and Fire, me and some of the other locals would go to Flame Burger, which is kind of a throwback jam. I know you didn't like grow up here, so Flame Burger is kind of a local Denny's type thing, but they specialize in grilled burgers, and it's pretty good.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Girl Painting says, Evan made a cooking video about it on my painting channel. I'm so lost. Oklahoma fried onion smash burger. Okay, got it.
Mike Genie said HelloFresh sponsorship when? I've done a HelloFresh sponsorship. They're the only company to come back and ask me to edit my Instagram sponsored post. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. They were like, actually, can you say this specific sentence? And I was like, well, I wouldn't fucking say that. How about this? And they were like, no. And we had to keep going back and forth, changing the picture, changing the way I worded things. Suffice to say, I'm probably not going to work with that particular middleman again because they were a pain in my ass. But HelloFresh in general? Probably. I actually kind of, just in general, avoid brands that aren't mini painting ones just because...
You saying mini painters don't eat?
Well, it's not that. I just have an opportunity to like literally do only hobby brands for my sponsorships.
Yeah.
Because I don't make many videos, and so I tend to just stick with that. Wasn't fresh enough. Cooking channel when? Cooking channel when I quit doing mini painting content. Ooh, nice dead flesh.
Yeah, got to do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor video.
I haven't done one of those yet. I haven't what's the word I'm looking for here? The phrase. Haven't cut my teeth on Raid Shadow Legends.
Proof that their advertising is successful. You just think about intrusive advertising and immediately think of not just them, but their specific branding, the whole thing.
I'm still over here waiting for the movie streams. I will settle for the movie streams. What's that? Sell out already, you nerd. Raid Shadow Legends money is right there on the table. I don't know if you're not saying this, but I don't know if taking a Raid Shadow Legends is selling out necessarily. But you're joking. Who makes a smile I'm painting right now? GW makes a smile. It's called Neferata, the Mortarch of Blood. It's a vampire. She rides on a big old undead dragony thing. That is also partially painted. Just go all GW and hire someone to be the hands in your videos and just do voiceover. Oh my God, yeah. That would be fucking big brain, dude. I should do that. All right, last highlight for the skin. Just a little bit of pure sandalwood on the very tops of these volumes.
Pure.
As my Spanish brethren like to say, volumes. Probably make it nice and diluted so we can come back in and apply multiple layers of the sandalwood. Kind of build up a nice transition.
Scott, why did Dracula take cold medicine?
Oh, we're doing this again? A pun based on vampire jokes.
To stop his coffin.
Wait, why does the coffin need to be stopped? Is it moving?
That's why he took cold medicine.
I reject this joke.
Scott, how does Dracula feel after a long night out?
Drained. Drained? Is that right? That's pretty good.
Ooh, that's honestly better than theirs.
What is it?
Dead on his feet is their answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I like drained. What happened after Dracula uploaded illegal content to YouTube?
He... what's it called when, like, he got swatted? Oh, fuck.
Account suspended? I wish on hold music was this good.
Someone shitting on her music?
I just think that anything that's relatively down tempo and easy to listen to must be the hold music.
Yeah. Let me tell you the world of...
Yeah, Bizarro Scott donated earlier in the stream, Rufus.
Bizarre.
When Scott was complaining about needing money and that the Kickstarter was a sham or something.
What? Don't do this to me. This literally kills me inside. How does a vampire start a letter? Tomb it may concern. Chat is just full of terrible vampire puns today.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what would have caused that.
Yeah. Me either.
What did your Go Live announcement say? Oh, at everyone, come tell me your most cringeworthy vampire puns while I paint Neferata.
Okay. It makes sense. It all makes sense. Lo-fi foreplay mix right now. Whoa.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. Here's a bat temper. Amazing. Now, see, the question is how many of these did you guys actually just know walking up into the stream, and how many did you have to Google? That's what I want to know.
You're not a real pun fan.
Yeah. Okay, I think we finished the skin for Neferata. It's a nice, desaturated, bluish skin tone. Okay. Oh, I need to do the other hand with the final highlight. did the Slaanesh cultist say if he meets you? The pleasure is all mine. Nice. Now we're branching out. Okay. I think I got a little bit of that blue or skin tone on the very edge of this armor, so let me just kind of clean that up a skosh.
Scott, why is it so easy to get into vampire clubs?
Because they have to, some joke about them having to be invited in.
No.
Sheet.
They're always looking for new blood.
Mmm. Yes. That is looking good. Let's paint her little chin thing, though.
All these vampire puns kind of suck. Thanks, Crazy Basie.
What is Dracula's favorite games workshop game? Blood Bowl. Nice. Oh man, the chat. I just looked at the chat and it's all just bad jokes, and I'm so sad about that.
Why would that make you sad, Scott? It's just people trying to fill the world with more cheer and mirth.
I hate cheer.
All right, Scott's the Grinch confirmed.
Okay. Let's do a couple more red highlights here. There's a couple of spots like on her hip armor and also on like her like chin strap that she has for her giant bicycle helmet that she's wearing. You need protection, especially while riding these giant undead dragon things, okay? You could fall off. You could die at any moment, you know, even though she's already dead.
Scott, knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Please don't cry, Scott.
Nice. You guys, I've given Evan this ammunition. I'll never hear the end of it. Someone asked me where I got the gold for the model that I'm painting, Neferata, like how I painted the gold on the model. Or like what paint it was. It's AK's old gold, I believe.
Old gold.
Oh, you know what? Actually, it's Dark Star. It's Dark Star Metallics. And it's specifically this one. Classic gold. Here I come. Classic gold.
Classic.
You have to pay for extra good jokes. Okay. Scott is mad at all the bat jokes. Nice. So mad. All right, I gotta paint her chin thing. What's the chin? You think the chin thing is metal? I think it's. Let's just keep it simple. It's probably red. Why not?
That one's for you, Jimmy Hayes. Listen, Scott, if you don't think these jokes are fantastic, that's your problem.
I mean, you're right. It is my problem. Fantastic. What's the closest thing to Abaddon Black for finish? Because I'm not a fan of Pro Crow Cold Black or my Scale 75 Flat Black. If you'd like to hear the good vampire jokes, please join my Patreon. Nice.
Looking for a more satin finish on your black rather than a flat black.
Yeah. I would not recommend Vallejo. That is not the same level of finish. There is this black. What's the name of this company? Foundry. Foundry paints black is very similar, and it's because it is an old GW recipe. It's from the 90s. Very nice and satin black. Vallejo black is, yeah, it's pretty flat. It's not as flat as like Scale 75 and Chimera and shit like that, but it's pretty black. Only Fangs. Oh my god, that's pretty fucking good. Recently picked up Metal and Alchemy scale color range, and oh boy, are these smooth. Yeah, there's a couple of Metal and Alchemy that I really like as well. Foundry and Coat to Arms are pretty good for non-GW colors. You mean non-GW GW colors? Both of those being prior GW recipes, that being the joke. Honestly, I bought some Foundry paints, not at this Adepticon, but the last year. And I used them like briefly, and they fucking suck. Like, they're bad. So I think I probably had some nostalgia for the old range. But the black is legit. It's if you need like a black for like a nice base rim glossy black, that will work just fine for base coating. But for like actual like painting, it was not a good time. And I think Emil discovered the same thing when he was like comparing his paint ranges. He used one of those ranges, Foundry or the other one, and did not like it either. How do you know Count Duckula was in your house with the bite marks in the ketchup bottle? Duckula? What is duck? What do ducks have to do with ketchup? Girl painting. Both ranges are a bit hit and miss. Some of the colors are ones I use all the time. Some of them are just bad as fuck. Yeah. I think I bought the colors that I really wanted to use. Like Rotting Flesh was a tone that I was like really excited about. Okay, I do have Coat to Arms paints, but which ones do I have? Just want to find one. End paints, Foundry paints, Coat to Arms. Okay, yeah. Let's see what Coat to Arms paints Scotty Boy has. I have 3 paint ranges that all come in the exact same bottles. Nocturna end paints, Foundry, and Coat to Arms all come in the exact same bottle. It's hard to tell which is which. I only bought 3 of these paints? Okay. Looks like it. All right, so for Nocturna, I bought Dwarven Flesh, which is a classic. It was a classic. These things have the same names even. This was Dwarven Flesh from the old GW paint range, and it's a wonderful peachy base coat to start a Caucasian skin tone from. I remember using it a ton for that. I bought Chainmail, which was like the best Team M silver paint, like back in the day. I fucking loved this paint. Apparently I've never used it. It still has the seal on it. And then I also bought Jade Green. I have no idea what Jade Green was. I should have bought Rotting Flesh.
I feel like it's probably a jade green color.
Nice.
Could be wrong.
You're probably wrong. You're wrong about most things, so.
Yeah.
What should I do now? I did the chin thing. I don't need to paint the chin thing on the, oh, well, fuck it, whatever. I was gonna say I didn't need to paint the chin thing on the other side of her face because it's largely obscured, but I can reach it with the brush, why not? Why not do it? Okay, Neferata. I can start painting the bone things. I can start painting the silver things. Let's do the bone things. All right, so I wanted to do burnt bone for all the bone in my army, but then I proceeded to not do that for my death rattle skeletons. That's why I painted this original bone color, this dark gray. Am I gonna pivot off that idea? If I do, holy cow, did I waste a bunch of time base coating all of this dude dark gray, because that took fucking forever. We'll stick with the dark gray bone. Why not?
Should go metallic.
Metallic bone? Whoa. It's kind of a fun idea.
Yeah, looking at the mount thing, that's immediately what comes to mind for me, is turning that all into like rusty steel or something.
Really? Wow, okay.
Yeah. But I'm a fucking weirdo, so.
I mean, it does sound fun. See ya, Ebert. Have a good time working. I've enjoyed every bottle of Pro Kill that I've had. I need to just bite the bullet and get the main range. Or just buy which one you need. Kind of intrigued by the Nostalgia 94 from War Colors. Yeah. Are Nostalgia, are they actually reprints of the old paint ranges? 'Cause I'm pretty sure those actual formulas are being used by other companies. And I'm not sure like how paint works. I don't know if you can like actually like use the same formulation in two different distinctly named ranges. But yeah. Turn the whole army into a Judas Priest album cover. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I take it back. I take back my love of the big hat. I've literally never seen this model's face until right now, and I've seen it many times over the years. Yeah, the big hat is, not great. They claim to be reprints, yes, but I don't have a fresh snakebite leather lying around to test it out with. Well, your boy does. The chair painted too many Sigmarines. Everything looks metal.
Like I said, my army's not metallic, so.
This is true.
I have 2 figures painted with metallic armor out of like 1 billion.
1 billion?
I said like
Holy
1 billion. All right, there's some
shit.
movement there.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, we got to paint the rest of the bone that I missed with a similar dark gray color, which we'll just get from mixing black and white. Alrighty then. Or I think it was Eshin Gray, if I can remember, back all those years ago. Oh yeah, I have Eshin Gray. Fuck yeah. My Citadel paint is dwindling. Aside from the giant box of the entire full range that I have sitting somewhere. No idea what the heads look like though. On to the question. I'm sure you can't really copyright pigments and mixtures of the same, but then again, I'm not a lawyer. I bet like whoever like actually makes the paint ranges, I bet they have different agreements with every company, but I bet with like GW, they have an agreement where it's like, you cannot share this with any other range. Like no one else can use this specific formulation other than us. I bet it's in writing somewhere, like for sure. Or like for a 10-year span or a 20-year span or whatever it is. Yesterday I stopped painting GW miniatures for good. Now I paint them for evil. Nice. There are patented pigments?
Yeah, but not really.
That sounds less likely.
The patented pigments thing is like the the whole thing with like Black 3.0, that it was made as a reaction to Vanta Black being exclusively licensed by that one artist. Even though
Okay.
Vanta Black isn't really a pigment and can't actually like be used on anything. It was one of those weird manufactured controversies where people were like, "Oh my god, he bought this exclusive license and it's blah blah blah," and it's like Vanta Black is incredibly delicate to the touch because it's not actually like paint; it's a like surface scatter thing. It's like a powder almost.
Interesting. I never like bought into any of that like black paint bullshit. I knew none of it would actually do anything. That was like super crazy. In every video that I've watched, like comparing it to like normal paint ranges, and every Instagram post I've seen, it just confirmed my belief that it's largely a marketing hoax.
Yeah.
My favorite was the artist who licensed another color and gave it to free for anyone who promised not to give it to the guy who licensed Vanta Black. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have Black 3.0. Rather, Dan has it now because I loaned it to him. The truth is, there's only so dark something actually gets, and most of the extra blackness just comes from how something is photographed. Black 3.0 is not any darker that I can tell, or any madder that I can tell, than most miniature paints.
But boy, does that picture make for a great thumbnail, though.
That it does. But you can get that same sort of effect with regular old miniature paints.
Regular.
You just gotta be in the right sort of exposure setting.
Vanta Plaid, the plaidest pigment available. Warhammer Girl, what up?
The Warhammer Girl.
The Warhammer Girl. I am goth and wear black only as long until they've invented darker color. Wait, are you saying Amazon lied? Maybe. I make no claims about the big A. I don't want Bezos to come for me, okay?
Speaking of Bezos, subscribe with Prime.
Speaking of Bezos, indeed.
Give us his money.
Y'all got some Prime subs laying around? We'll take those Prime subs. Quick stream. Sub 29 times. We do the other giveaway and have to paint for 15 minutes longer. I can't talk about Amazon right now. There is an Alexa listening. This is true. Dirty Bobby is currently painting the same model. Nice. Dirty Bobby's a good name. It's a cork. Was it a good bottle of wine, Scott? Oh, I have some unfortunate news for you. I do not drink wine.
Interesting.
I
I
bought-
didn't know that.
I bought these corks of wine from Hobby Lobby in a bag of wine corks. I'm not a big alcohol drinker just in general.
Drunk Mini Painting both agrees and disagrees with that statement.
Yeah. I mean, I do it for the entertainment. I keep the people happy.
I'm not sure the last time that I got drunk. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay, time for me to fire up the 3D printer again and finish painting the last parts on my next Imperial Night Proxy. Ooh.
You can't stop looking at the dark blue paint spotch on the palette. Looks like a knight chess piece or a seahorse head.
Oh, totally.
Oh wow, look at that, it does. Interesting. My first inclination was to ruin it. I don't know why that was my first inclination. I was like, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Bad person.
Yeah.
Mew Oi says, is this the office space or your basement?
This is the office space.
Whoa.
We've been here for over a year now, I would say. Need some more water on the old palette.
They look identical.
What does?
Apparently, according to Mew.
You
They
too?
look identical.
Okay. What are we talking about?
This office space and your basement.
Oh, yeah, the backdrop is pretty similar, especially when it's incredibly dark and you can't see a lot of the backdrop. Using the same desk and everything. Okay, now she's got like some wrist things that are bone. What we doing?
Got a donation from Best I Can Do is $3.50. It's not 25 subs.
Is it 4,350?
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. Anyways, thank you.
Mew just decided to gift 5 subs.
Hey, Mew. And for the subs, we appreciate it, man. Got a sub from Mew. Make sure to thank him or her in the chat. I should go paint minis, but I'm not feeling it right now. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't feel down about not wanting to paint minis.
And subscribed with Prime.
God damn, Mew.
Knows what's up.
27. 13 more subs to go. I do that right? No. Wait. Is that right? Yeah. I did it right.
23 more subs.
23, yeah.
Close.
I was never good at math. That's why I went into engineering.
It's all right. The computer does all the math.
Yes. Thank God.
And it's definitely smart enough to catch your errors.
Yeah. One more somebody bought the stream. I guess. I am your king. Not paying a space marine. No. You can have the money back. I'm done. I'm done with the Marines. Painted my last one.
Mini Specs just gifted sub.
Hey, thanks, Mini Specs.
Paying forward the gift they got from you.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Oh man, I wish that stream was in English.
What? Oh, is there another streamer live right now?
There are many other streamers live right now. Twitch is a big platform, but
Wow.
I'm watching someone going through the rule book for the space game. Space game. Drop Fleet Command.
Drop Fleet Commander. Okay. It's not in English?
The book's in English, but the stream ain't.
Okay.
It looks like it's French. Might be Spanish. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Pretty much the same thing.
Does a Primarch count as a Space Marine in your eyes? 1,000%. 1,000%. So does a Sister Battle. So there's a Chaos Space Marine. Okay, let's calm down. I would paint a Sister of Battle again. I don't know when, but I do like this model quite a bit. Oh, I like crazy religious people. I think that's makes for a great character. And I feel like all of Sisters of Battles are all like that. So no lion, definitely not a lion. Man, if I was gonna paint a Primarch, it would at least be Conrad Kurz. Does that mean you listen to Lingua Ignota? I have no idea what that is. I'm assembling Doctor Doom from Nuke Stormcast Eternal Warband for Underworlds. Oh, that sounds fun. True Troop! Thanks for the Prime sub. Conrad would need a good model, though. For my favorite Primarch, he has the worst model. Does he really? Isn't there some other Forge World one that's like worse? I actually own the model. All right, this is gonna be a little tricky to paint. I honestly shouldn't paint. I should paint the cloth first, at least on her arms, because it's gonna be tricky to paint the cloth around this bone on top of the cloth. Metal singer who does a lot about resolving Catholic trauma. Kind of noisy, kind of metally, deals with religion. It's like if a Sister of Battle could host a sermon right now. Okay, interesting. Any plans to paint the new lion? No, he's a Space Marine. I'm done with Space Marines. They're all dead to me. I do like the idea of Dark Angels. They definitely give me a lot of like that Catholic energy, but yeah. It is just a big dumb robot man. I remember when Dark Angels got that, was it a like Terminator-esque model? That like had like a very smoky sensor. Looked super cool. I forget what they're called, but it was a long time ago that model was a new release. But I remember when it came out, I was like, holy shit, that's so cool looking. And it is so cool looking. Have I painted any Kingdom Death minis? No. Oh, sorry, yeah, I painted one. I don't know why I said that. I painted one. And the video is titled Kingdom Death in all caps.
Yeah, it's a pinup from Kingdom Death.
Yeah, it's called Elf.
Mew says, what about doing a Gotrek video?
Gotrek? I painted a dwarf once on my channel.
We need more of that.
Yeah. Oh, also the Gold Smoke Knight. I forgot about that. Oh, Cold Rain is continuing the gift sub they got from you. That's kind of a cool notification. What does that mean effectively?
Means that they got a notification saying, hey, you got a gift from this person. Would you like to buy someone else a gift? And they go, hell yeah, I'm a generous and good-hearted individual that wants to express that.
So I assume they bought a gift for that person on a different channel, right? Because it didn't appear. Which I'm not worried about. I was just kind of curious that's what that meant. Catholic energy, that's a brilliant statement. I mean, you get me. I love KDM. Yeah, there's some good KDM models. I love the Kingdom Death minis, but the game wasn't for me at all. In general, I'm not a huge fan of like the D&D in a box like type games. The one game that kind of did it for me was Oathsworn. But the rest,
we were enjoying that.
Yeah, but the rest of them aren't my cup of tea.
The key is that in Oathsworn, one of your party members can be a bear.
That does help.
That's pretty cool.
what also helps is that combat is interesting right away.
Yeah.
You don't need to level up or get cool items. The mechanic they use for combat is just interesting. All right, 420. That sounds like a good time as any to end the stream.
Hey, Hope.
All right, got them stockings painted. We got some of the skin, or all of the skin painted, and we got some of the dark gray bone base coated again. Next stream we'll apply some shading to that dark bone, some highlighting. We'll finish up the metallics, because there's not many metallics, and they're gonna get a wash and a simple highlight. And then we'll start to work on this big old dress she's wearing. Cool. Have I seen the Dungeons of Drakenheim models? No, I haven't actually. Is that a GW thing or is that something else? We are going to end the stream though, so let's find someone to raid. If I get a chance to play Mythic Battles, try it. I will. I've seen it at the source a lot, and a lot of people talk about it. Actually, in that video I made recently about games that I'm excited for, I think Mythic Battles was mentioned at least twice. Later, my dudes and dudettes. Paint work looks slick, Scott. See ya, Cold Rain.
I think we're gonna raid Matt Yee.
Matt Yee, who's that?
I have no idea, but Rufus said he's live. And
All
he's
right.
painting minis.
What is he painting?
I don't know.
Okay. I would be open to sending them to you if you wanted to paint them. Okay, I probably need to look them up first, but I would be happy to look them up and let you know what I think before you send them to me. We'll do that. Maybe answer that next stream. We'll take a look during the stream. I can't believe I don't know Matt E. I mean, Rufus Kit, you asked me that. I think that's the question you asked me the most is, do you know X? And I always say no, and somehow you are always surprised every single time.
Well, let's all go and get to know this character together.
I'm going to send you guys over to Matt Yee, another miniature painter. Thank you so much for hanging out, for supporting the stream with your subs, with your donations, with your bits, with everything, with even your chatting in chat. I mean, I even appreciate the engagement in that way. It's fun to paint with others, for sure. We will be back, not this Thursday, no gaming stream this Thursday. We'll be back next Tuesday, so a week from now, for another painting stream, a continuation of Neferata. But yeah, we'll see you guys then for that stream. Until next time, enjoy Matt Yee. All right, see y'all.